loves, welcome to my channel Son of Stars. Welcome to today's reading. What are we looking at today? So today we're going to look at what your future spouse, what your true love will love the most about you. Basically, what they will love so much about you that they want to marry you. Also, there is going to be a part 2 because I was thinking like, we could actually also do a reading what you will love the most about your future spouse and about your true love. Like what will make you feel like I want to marry this person, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, you know. So that's what we're looking at in the next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to title this video part 1 and part 2, but just to give you a heads up, I'm going to do a part 2 where we're going to look at what your future spouse, what you will love about your future spouse. Also, I want to welcome all my lovely new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome, Linda. Yeah, also, if you like this reading, definitely subscribe because again, there's going to be a part 2, and if it's the first time that you are on my channel, also check out my other reading. You know, what will it be like when you guys have the eye contact for the first time, and I also did like your first night with each other. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out my other videos. I have a lot of future spouse readings, so you can binge watch my videos to just get like the feeling that you're already connected with them, right? Because we can indeed connect with our true love and our future spouse in the 5D realm, because if they're already out there, their heart is beating, right? They have arms and legs and they walk around somewhere out there. You can already connect with their energy because their energy is present on planet Earth, no matter where they are. That's what we're basically doing when we're like checking, you know, in with cards. It's just already checking in or already connecting to the energy that is not yet visible, but that is present basically. So in the next clip, you can choose between 4 beautiful images. Choose with your intuition. Also, a little side note for those who don't know me, my name is Cynthia. Hello. And I do pick a card readings on my channel. Not only future spouse readings, but also other readings and also requested readings. So if you're interested in that, I would be happy to welcome you. And I would say we're getting straight to your reading. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know that in the comments, and I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, my beautiful pie number 1. You chose this beautiful image here. Now let's look at your cards. Let's see what your future spouse is going to love the most about you. Well, I'm not sure if you watched the other reading where I did like the reading about the first eye contact with your future spouse. If you did, my question is, did you choose a pile where I was picking up that there will be like an intense stare? Because if you did, just for those who watched the video, this is definitely your pile, because look at that energy. That's actually one of my favorite cards. It's a new deck, and as you can see, the eyes are extremely intense. So I feel like if you have green eyes, they will love your green eyes. They will just love to look at your eyes. They will love to stare into your eyes. There's something about your eyes that they find extremely beautiful. Now, you don't have to have green eyes. I'm just seeing it specifically for those who have green eyes, but in general, your future spouse will love your eyes. Every time you stare at them, they feel like they're falling in love. They love your eye shape. They love the way you put makeup on your eyes. There's something about your eyes that is very intense. I'm also feeling here for some of you guys that they feel like your eyes are glowing, or there's like they're just extremely attracted to your eyes, or the way you look at them, or the way that you stare, you know, like when you stare into your future spouse's eyes. They will absolutely love that about you. Another thing that the card says is focus. So I'm feeling an energy here. Also, a little side note, if I'm describing things that you don't if I'm describing characteristics that you did not fully develop yet, this is basically like a future energy, because we don't know when you will meet your future spouse, and maybe by the time you meet your future spouse you developed certain characteristics. So just to keep that in mind, if you feel like you do not resonate with certain things, or you wish to be that kind of person but you are not yet, this is kind of like a little side note, a little hint from the universe that it might be time to focus on those specific characteristics, or to upgrade yourself, you know, to become the best version of yourself. But the characteristics are already deep inside of your soul, so they might be developing just yet, okay? I'm feeling here with the focus card, this also tells me that your future spouse will love about you that you are very focused, in a sense where I'm picking up the energy here. You might be very focused on a specific goal, or you are in general very goal oriented, or you work on something specific, and they just love that you are very like, if you want something you get it, like you have your eyes set on the goal and you will get there. That's basically the energy that I'm picking up here. They like that you are ambitious, or they like that you have a strong focus. Like, for example, if somebody tells you like, oh, you cannot make money with that, or that is not possible, you're not the type of person to just take a no for an answer, and they love that. It's kind of like this energy of like, this is what I want and I'm going to get it, and my eyes are set on the goal. They love that about you. They love that you are very focused. Could also be very focused again on a specific goal, very focused with your work, right? You are very invested in your work, in your projects, in your business, whatever you're doing. Or that you have like a, let's say maybe you have like a hobby that is very, very important to you, and you really focus on that hobby, like dancing, singing, or you love to cook and you go to cooking classes to get more information, or you like to read about like spices and stuff like that. They love that about you. They love that you are very focused, very goal oriented. Another thing that I'm seeing here, look at this card. They're just freaking beautiful, those cards. Look at that. It says freedom. So I'm feeling the energy here that your future spouse loves how open-minded you are. I'm feeling an energy here that your future spouse and your true love sees you as like a free spirit. They see you as a free spirit that, again, I'm also feeling an energy that you are very focused on freedom, or that you are very focused on creating a life that feels free to you, like financial freedom, or just the freedom to travel everywhere, the freedom, basically like I'm just picking up an energy that you are very open-minded, that you are I'm feeling an energy here that you are very open when it comes to talking to people and listening to their side. Another thing that I'm feeling here with the freedom card is, again, you are a free spirit, and they love that about you. They love that you are somebody that you just like take a chance, happy-go-lucky, that you try things out, that you try new things out, that you are very, just in general, like very open-minded. As you can see in the card, she's like, you know, her chest is open for everything to come to her. And I feel like I'm feeling an energy that they almost feel like you are lucky, or that you are somebody like that you are the type of person happy-go-lucky. Let's just try it out, you know, let's play lottery, let's try this out, let's try out to go to a different restaurant where I never ate, like you know, a different taste and stuff like that. They just love that you are extremely open-minded, very free-spirited, and also that you are very adventurous. I'm feeling an energy that you are very adventurous. You're probably the type of person like, let's go to Italy, let's go to France, let's go to Mexico or something like that from one day to another, or you just have this very intense vibe that you are just adventurous. Like every time they feel like every time they are with you, it's some type of adventure. I'm also feeling here that they love your smile, and they love that you laugh a lot. I feel like you are the type of person, you laugh a lot, you don't take life too seriously, or you have a side to you where you just like don't take life too seriously. You're like, I just want to be free, I just want to enjoy myself, I just want to, you know. And the interesting thing is there's a duality here. So what I'm feeling here is the duality that I'm picking up here is you can be extremely focused and serious when it comes to your work, when it comes to achieving your goals, when it comes to really like focusing on something specific that you want to manifest. But at the same time, you're also, it's not like you're serious all the time, and they love the duality that you have, that you are very focused, like, don't bother me, I have to work on my business, I'm handling my business right now, minding my business, right? And then on the other hand, you're like, hey, let's go out, let's drink some wine, let's take let's take a trip with the car to the beach, you know, out of nowhere. I'm picking up this energy that this person perceives you as that you are full of surprises and that you always surprise them with how adventurous you are. It's almost like they feel like life is an adventure with you, something that I'm feeling here. Again, there's a duality, right? You laugh a lot, you like to enjoy life, but at the same time, you're not the type of person that you neglect your responsibilities or your duties. So you know when to be serious, you know when to handle things, right? But you also know when to chill, when to relax, when to like, I'm not gonna let other people bother me, their opinions, I don't give a damn, you know, kind of that type of energy. Again, I'm also picking up an energy that you might be in the process right now where you are focusing on manifesting a life that feels free, financially free, you know, that you just feel like you are alive and that life is an adventure. They just love that about you. Another thing that we have here, it's interesting, we have the card action here. And again, here you can see the serious side. It's almost like nobody can tell me I cannot achieve something, because with that card I'm also intuitively feeling is, for example, when you watch a movie and there is like the main character, right, in the movie, and they face a lot of obstacles because it's like their dream to do something specific. Or I'm also picking up an energy here. I'm gonna close my eyes to channel the energy. So I'm picking up an energy here where the main character in a movie, you know, is kind of like they swim against the stream, right? And people will tell the main character in the movie, this is not possible. In some movies, the person is bullied or the person doesn't really fit into their family. There might be the black sheep in the family. There might be like in their tribe, depending on which Disney movie we're talking about. It's just a general energy that I'm picking up here. I'm also feeling here Mulan. So the energy that I'm feeling here is that you are the type of person that if you want something, you're gonna get it. No matter how many times you fall down, you always stand back up again. It's almost like you are a warrior and you don't take no for an answer. If you have a goal, it's like freedom is the most important thing to me. My dreams are the most important thing to me, and I'm not letting anybody stop me. No opinions, no obstacles. And I just feel like that you in general have a very, very strong character where you don't let other people, you know, let's say you don't let other people influence you, telling you like, oh, it's not possible, or you should do something else, or this is too risky, or don't relocate, you don't know the language, you know, those type of energies. Because I feel like that you are the type of person, freedom is the most important thing to you, and you would do anything and everything in order to feel free in life, no matter what it takes. So they see you as somebody that you never give up on your goals, you never give up on your dreams, and you never give up on your freedom. And if something is restricting your freedom, you're gonna do something about it. You're not the type of person to complain too much or too long. Like if you feel like, okay, I don't feel free in this situation, I have to do something about it, and you take action. So they really, really love that you are somebody that you take action in order to be happy, no matter what it means to you, no matter what it means in a sense where whatever you have to do, you would do it in order to feel free, in order to feel alive. So they truly, truly love that about you. They see you as a very, very strong person, a person that I'm also feeling here, you might be somebody that you also like to dress a little bit differently. This could be maybe like your hair or the way you do your makeup is a little bit unusual. I'm also feeling here that your tattoos, if you have tattoos, they will like them a lot because they have a strong meaning. There's a strong meaning behind your tattoos. But overall, they see you as like somebody who doesn't back down, you know, somebody who is very, very strong in the face of adversity. No matter what comes to you, you're gonna get whatever you want because freedom is the most important thing to you, okay? We also have here a new one in Aquarius, which is interesting because Aquarius are always the weird people. Aquarius people are usually like the people, you call them the aliens of the zodiac signs. and it says open up to change. So they really like that you're very open to change, which is what I already picked up. This could be like big changes, like relocating or traveling somewhere, or living in a different country for 2 or 3 months, or relocating to a country where you don't know the language, or doing something completely different, like choosing some type of work that is unusual, choosing a hair color that is unusual, doing your makeup a little bit unusual, or the way that you dress. There's something about you that you love changes, like you don't like the normal routine. I feel like you're also the type of person, you feel restricted when you are in a routine where there are no new things happening. And they truly love about you that you're very open-minded, that you're open to changes, that you're open to different cultures, right? That you're just open in general for things that are unusual. And this could also be that you are in the process of creating a life that seems to be unusual when we compare it to a normal 9-to-5 job, having your own flat and stuff like that, or your own apartment, and everything is like kind of normal. You would probably be the person, you learn like Italian, you learn to speak Spanish, to go to Spain for 2 or 3 months, something along those lines, right? Or let's say you are very attracted to the Asian culture, although you are not Asian yourself, right? And you cook the dishes very traditionally or something along those lines. They truly love that about you. They love how unique you are, but they also love how open you are to changes, how open you are to different things, to different opinions, to different styles of living, okay? That's what they truly love about you, because Aquarius, again, are the aliens of the zodiac sign. So you do stand out in the crowd. It doesn't have to be with your appearance, but definitely with your opinion, the way you live, or what kind of choices you make. They truly love that about you. We also have here new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So I'm picking up an energy that if you practice some type of like let's say meditation, some type of listening to spiritual gurus, or reading self-help books, reading books that connect you to the universe, praying to the universe, praying in general, they truly love that about you. They can feel how connected you are to the universe. They can feel how connected you are to whatever you believe in, or whatever you want to call it, God, or whatever it is called in your religion. They can feel that you are connected to something higher. They love it when you practice your spirituality. They love it when you meditate. They could also perceive you as somebody who has a very strong trust in the universe, which is the reason why you do not necessarily like worry. You know, like there's an energy here where you have a very strong connection to spirit, very strong connection to the universe, and very strong connection to God. You would probably be the type of person, like when somebody's worrying, that you would tell them, like, you know, the universe has your back, God will do it for you, God will make it happen for you. There might also be an energy where you had a very strong, intense spiritual awakening, or an encounter that made you believe in God, in the universe, on an extremely deep level, to the point where you just trust the universe. You trust that the universe will make it happen for you. You trust the universe that they will help you to gain financial freedom, right? They truly love that about you. You could be in Aquarius. I'm seeing Aquarius, Pisces, and Leo here. And again, Pisces is strongly connected, or the zodiac sign Pisces is usually, they are very connected to something higher. They go with the flow. They do not necessarily worry, because they feel like God will handle it, God will take care of it, the universe will take care of it. And they just love how relaxed you are, you know, like even when there are certain worries or something like that. First of all, it's interesting because some people, they pray but they don't take action, right? So probably let's say they pray for more money, but they don't take action to get more money. They're not getting a lottery ticket to make more money, or they're not creating their own business to make more money. You're the type of person, you pray, dear universe, make this happen for me, and then you take action. And they love that about you. They love how spiritual you are, but at the same time they also love that you are a go-getter. I would say you are a go-getter, and you know how how to get what you want, you know, because spirituality is like up there, and then, you know, our desires, our mundane desires, material desires is down here, like on earth, and you can navigate. It's almost like you have this perfect duality of like functioning in the world, but at the same time also knowing that there is something higher, like trusting the universe. It's interesting because this is going to be a long reading, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have something, you know, like a snack or a coffee, tea, hot chocolate. I was listening to I don't know, it's a seminar, I would say, by Alan Watts. Maybe you are familiar with him. He's I feel like he's a philosopher. I forgot. He has like a lot of titles. Anyway, and in this video that I was watching, it said trust the universe, and I intuitively clicked on it. And in this podcast or seminar or whatever, he's long gone. He died in 1973, so it's a long time ago. Anyway, so in this video, he said that you know, some people try to control the outcome without knowing that if you give up control and you give it to God, that is when you have the most power, because you are not resisting. It's almost like you are not resistant to I'm gonna go a little bit deeper here. So he was talking about how we try to control things, we try to like you know, make things happen for us, but we don't trust other people, let's say, or we don't trust God. And when we don't trust other people and we don't trust God, or we don't trust that God, the universe will bring the right people to us, then we feel like we are on self-defense, like we are closed off. Like, let's say I'm gonna handle it myself. Like I cannot rely on God. I cannot rely on, you know, nice people or helpful people coming into my life. So when you have that attitude, you are kind of closed off to the help that Spirit wants to give you, or to the help that could come through to you through other people. And that is actually when you feel like you have to control things, that's when you give up power, because you are not connected to the almighty power by not trusting it. So I'm feeling an energy that you are the type of person, you do trust the universe, even if you have your doubts, even if you sometimes feel lost, you always have this little spark inside of your heart, inside of your soul, that Spirit will give you an answer, Spirit will help you, Spirit will bring the right people to you. This little spark is never gone, even if you feel like a little bit under the weather, even if you feel gloomy, you always come back to that energy of like, I trust God, I trust the universe, and it will happen for me. And they love that about you. They love because it brings you somewhat like a very, not necessarily optimistic, but you are somebody, you're not scared to take risks, you're not scared to go on adventures, because you feel like if I pray and connect to the universe will take care of me, the universe will, maybe you also say some type of like prayers for like, or maybe you pray even for other people, right? They love that about you. They absolutely love that about you. Now we also have here new moon in Leo shine. So your future spouse feels like there's something, I was talking about it, that they might feel like that your eyes are glowing, or there is something about your eyes that is very intense. I'm feeling it's kind of like a glow, you know, when you're really, really happy about something and you smile, you have a big smile, a big grin on your face, and the eyes are shining. I feel like that's how they perceive you. They also feel like you are somebody, maybe you attract a lot of, let's say, a lot of attention. Doesn't necessarily mean that people are like sexually attracted to you. This could also be like an energy where people like to talk to you, or people get along very easily with you, because Aquarius is also an energy of like networking, being with friends, networking with people from different cultures. So you could be a person that you like to connect with different people, or you have an energy to you that people like to talk to you, people open up to you, they tell you their secrets and stuff like that. They feel like they can trust you. There's an energy that you are very trustworthy. That's what your future spouse will love the most about you, and that's the reason why they want to marry you. They feel like they can trust you with their heart, right? Now, the shine energy here with Leo, also it feels like if your future spouse could describe you, they would say that you are their little sunshine, or you are the sun on a gloomy day, or you always bring positive energy no matter the situation, no matter what is going on. You always still crack jokes, or like you still you still make jokes even if you cry, like, or let's say you're crying about something, and then you will tell them like, don't look at me, this is an ugly cry face and stuff like that. They just love that you still joke about things, even if they might be a little bit like harsh, or your day was not really good. They just love because it's almost like eternal sunshine. There's eternal sunshine inside of you. There's a song by Jhené Aiko, Eternal Sunshine. I don't know what it is about, maybe you're connected to that, but they just feel like you have a very warm and kind soul, and you always find like a joke in difficult situations, and there's something about you that shines. Now the new moon in Leo could also be an energy that you are literally very, very that people are a lot of people are sexually attracted to you, that you get a lot of attention from the other gender, or just in general, or let's say you like to wear things that attract or catch other people's eyes, because we have the eyes here. So you might be somebody, you catch other people's eyes by the way that you dress, or by the way that you talk, or by the way that you speak, not because you want the attention, but it's just your natural energy. This is you, and you stand out in the crowd very naturally. Even if you try to hide, it's not necessarily possible, because the shine card talks about the sun, and the sun cannot hide. Well, it sometimes hides in the clouds and stuff like that, but like on a really good day, where you feel really, really good, you probably get like a lot of people's attention, or you just feel like a lot of people are interested in talking to you. You could also be somebody, if you work in business, or if you are planning to, have your own job, not your own job. If you plan to be self-employed, a big business owner, an investor, I feel this energy that people like to work with you, with the sun, with this new moon in Leo here, that you kind of like you attract people and that they want to work with you. At the same time, I'm also feeling an energy here. It's interesting because it says action and shine, so you might be in the midst of becoming present on social media, or you already are, because it's like action, and I'm feeling like an actor where they have this thing like action, and then you act like an actor, right? And it says action here as well. So I'm also feeling an energy here again. It's like you are very goal-oriented, and they love that about you. And you are, I wouldn't say fearless, because we all have fears, but you do things despite of your fears. Probably you pray, you talk to the universe, help me to get this job, help me to be less fearful, and then you go for it. Like you don't let anything hold you back, basically, and they love that about you. Now we also have invitation here. The interesting thing is, what I'm picking up here is, first of all, you could be somebody that you like to, let's say you are very open-minded. When you meet new people, you like to invite them. So they could like it that you are very, that you like to socialize, that you like to meet new people, that you are very open. This could also be that you are, I'm picking up an energy that you are a very good host. Like when people come to you, when you invite people, that you maybe prepare food, or you prepare something. I'm thinking of my friend, because every time I go to her, she prepares like fruits and nuts and stuff like that, and she puts on a candle to make it cozy. This could be an energy that is around you. Another thing that I'm picking up here is they love the way that you speak. They could like your voice, or they could like that you are just a person that you speak very optimistically. You know how people complain a lot, how people talk like they always have to gossip, they always have to complain, they always have to talk bad about something or somebody. You're the opposite. You like to speak positively. I feel like you don't necessarily do that with intention. I feel like this is also very natural to you, that you just like to You just like to talk positively. Oh, the sun is shining, right? When other people would complain like, oh, it's too hot, and you would be the type of person, the sun is shining, I'm melting and I love it, you know, that type of energy. Another thing that I'm also feeling here is they just love that you they love it when you tell them like I love you. Like every time you say I love you, or I care about you, or you're I'm sure you're gonna make it, don't worry about it. They just love that you always you bring your future spouse and your true love strength with the way that you talk, and they love that. It's like you give them energy, like an energizer. You energize them with the words that you speak, because they're usually very uplifting. They could also love about you that you don't see other people as competition, and you also talk positively about like other women, other men. You don't necessarily see them as competition. And the card here says, the words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. So again, I'm also feeling here, you might be also the type of person, you like to speak things into existence, or you speak very positively about yourself, about your future, or you're working on that right now. And it's interesting, we have two cards here, honey. Listen, Linda, look at that. We have two cards here that say shine. So I don't know what you're doing. There's something, I really feel like you might have like the potential to be on social media, to become famous, or to become well known in your work area. There's something about being well known, something about like shining like a star, because we literally have a star here, right? Oh, here here it is. So there might be something that you might be destined to be famous, or you are working your way up to become somewhat famous, somewhat well known, or you're becoming like very, very good in the area that you work in. You're going to become like known, like, oh, she's the best in like doing lashes, she's the best in, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, you know, like you're the best in something, you're shining. The card says, don't dim your light, the world needs your unique talents and gifts, shine brightly. You see, so your future spouse feels like, your true love feels like you are very unique, you are very, very talented, and that you don't dim your light. You know, you're not afraid to stick out in the crowd, because, I mean, this is your true self. You have to stick out in the crowd. It's like you don't, how do you say that? You don't dance in line, you dance out of line. You know, like you always like to spice things up. You always like to turn things around. You always like to do things differently. Maybe you also like to try, you know, like things that other people have not done before. You could also be like that you have a mind, you like to invent things, or you like to bring things together and see what comes out. You know, when you're cooking, like for example, you're cooking something and it's a savory dish, but you put mango or pineapple in it. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. It's just metaphorically that you always like to spice things up, you like to do things differently. There's something very unique about you. They also feel like you are extremely talented. I don't know in which area, in which field, but they feel like you might be in the public eye, you might be destined to be in the public eye, even if you feel like you don't want to, or you don't, you know, like, because sometimes we have to develop until we feel like, okay, I'm ready to be seen, okay? So there might be something about you that you're meant to be somewhat in the public eye, somewhat like very important in a specific area. I'm seeing your spirit guides here. Could also be that you see spirit guides. It's just something that I just picked up, that you might be able to see spirit guides. To be honest, I don't know why, it just came through. But overall, they feel like you have the potential. They might also feel like you're so beautiful. You could be a model, you're so talented, you could be on TV, you know, or you're working your way up to fame, and they love that about you because they see your potential. They're like, yes, you're definitely meant to be somewhat in the public eye. You're meant to shine, you're meant to help people. You're really, really good at what you're doing, and I feel like you're going to be they feel like you're going to be successful, or they love that you are very successful. Now, the interesting thing is, I feel like you're not the type of person, it's like you put work in to becoming successful, and they love that about you. You're focused on your goal, you're focused on your dreams, and you put action into it. They love that you're so goal-oriented. Now, we also have here the card feelings, and it says, healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. So they feel like you're very, very gentle with other people. You might also talk very gently to other people. If you are a guy watching, they feel like you are a gentleman. If you are female, they feel like you are like a sweet lady, like somebody that will calm you down on a gloomy day, or that you are very tender, very gentle with other people, also very gentle with yourself, that you also know like, hey, I should relax, I have been like working a lot, I need to calm down and relax and stuff like that. And they also feel like you have a very healing energy to you. There's something that is very, very healing, something that makes their heart feel warm. It also reminds me of another song. The song is called True Love. It's like a tropical African vibe song. And he says, ooh, your love keeps me warm. That's what I'm feeling here, that your love keeps them warm, you know. And they also feel like you're some type of star. I don't know what it is, or you could be somebody, you are like a dreamer, but you're not just a dreamer, you are a dreamer that is living their dreams, okay? You take action to live your dreams. You're not the type of person to complain that you hate your life, or you do, but then you get up and you do something about it. And they absolutely love that about you. Now, I also want to read out this card here. Let me just let me just make sure that we don't see the boobies over here. This card is called Sweet Surrender, and I'm going to read it out from the book. If you watch my other videos you already know that those cards in the book is freaking amazing. So give me a second, guys. Okay. Hold on, where is it? Here. Okay. It says, sweet surrender. Time and space are things that cannot be. Seeing love, the love story. The lovers had fought the good fight again. That you are fighting for your freedom. You're fighting for your dreams. You are a warrior. They see your strength. They see that you how do you say that? You fall down 7 times, you get up 8. Yeah, you're not a quitter, you are a winner. Okay. The lovers had fought the good fight. They had manifested so much love in their lives. They had battled and worked and persevered and persisted, you see. That's what they see in you, that you really, really work for what you want. And all of their efforts led up to this instant release. They came to terms with it. The bigger picture, lounging around after a job well done, you see. So they feel like you're very, very good at, you know, managing your life. You're very, very good at achieving things, achieving your goals. Also very like organized when it comes to your work. Although it doesn't have to be, you could also be very, very chaotic, but you still manage everything perfectly, because we have Aquarius here. You could be like a chaotic genius, or like a genius that knows how to, you know, work with chaos. The bigger picture, lounging around after a job well done, a life well lived with love. They know it was time to let go of the illusion. It was time to go beyond space and time. It was time to return to the essence of love. And then it says, making love. Give yourself a moment of surrender. Lay in a hammock, sit under a tree, recline on a sofa, and in this moment, quiet your mind and intentionally surrender your consciousness, your being, into the greater power of love. This is both all around you and within you. Feel its presence. Allow love to consume you. And when you return to the material world, hold that experience in your heart. What I'm feeling here is, I'm really feeling an energy here that you might be somebody, your goal is it to live like a beach life, because we have the hammock here, or you want to retire early, or you just want to have a life where you can travel a lot, or you love to travel. And I feel like they love to like go on adventures with you. They love to travel with you. They love to, like, you know, let's say they love to work with you in a sense where, okay, let's make a plan how we can retire early. Let's make a plan how we can make more money to travel more often. You know, let's make a plan how we can, you know, buy a beach house or something along those lines. Or let's make a plan to travel the world for 1 year straight. They love that about you. There's an energy here that I'm also feeling an energy that they love to kind of like chill with you. They just love to, like, they feel complete and happy when they just lay in bed and you lay next to them. They just really, really love that about you. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get a few more cards here. Give me a second, guys. Okay, let's see. What is pile number one's future spouse and true love going to love about pile number one the most? What are they going to love about you? What makes them bonkers? Why do they want to marry you? Why do they go on their knees and take out the ring? Okay, what are they going to love about you? Yeah, I feel like you take things into your own hands. Yes, I feel like you take things into your own hands. There's an energy here. I'm going to show you the cards in a second. Let me get, okay, I'm going to get 4 cards here. Okay, let's see. All right. They like your very dominant side. You have a side to you. It's interesting because I feel the energy here that you can be very, very dominant in the sense where you take the lead, you make decisions, but at the same time they also love that you let them. It's like almost like a power couple where you are a very, very strong character and you take decisions and you take things into your own hands, but at the same time you also sometimes surrender to your future spouse and tell them like, hey, can you make the plan? Can you handle those things? It's not like you always have to be in control, but you like to be in control, you like to take the lead, but you also like to surrender and give your, let's say, you know, like you also like that your true love and your future spouse makes decisions and stuff like that, that you trust them. So they feel like you are a power couple, you know. I'm very, very excited about like the other reading, what you're going to love about your future spouse. I'm actually very excited to do that reading. Give me a second, guys. What do they love about you the most? Let's see. Okay. Okay. What are they going to love about you the most? They will love your face. I can already see that. It's not just your eyes, it's your whole face. They love your whole face here. Okay. One energy that I'm picking up here is you could also be somebody that you are very, very family oriented, or you have a very strong, you strongly value family life. This could be that you want to be with your family on Christmas, or you are very, very you think about the future, you know, making enough money so that your children will live well, or there's something about you love to like have family dinners, have family over. There's something about that, something along those lines. Another thing that I'm picking up here is you could be very, very career driven. There could also be an energy here that you I really pick up this energy that you're going to manifest financial freedom for you. There's something about you making a lot of money, or you having a higher position, or you having this brilliant idea and strong focus and perseverance. You fight for your financial freedom. You're in the process, or you already are there, where you are like, you are a breadwinner. Not that you are the only breadwinner, but I feel like you are the breadwinner. You know how to make money, or you are in the process of getting there. We also have the moon here, which is the reason why I say that I feel like they're going to love your face. Another thing that I'm picking up, I also feel like you are extremely intuitive. There's something about you. You know what I'm feeling here? I'm feeling an energy here that you would be the type of person to tell your future spouse and your true love like, hey, I don't have a good feeling, let's wait like another day to see. Or maybe you could also have like prophetic dreams. This could be an energy like you have prophetic dreams, or you have a very strong intuition. And they love your mysterious, intuitive side. They love when the Pisces energy is coming out of you. It doesn't matter if you are a Pisces or not, but I'm feeling here you might have like prophetic dreams, or you might have some type of psychic abilities. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is an energy where you are not afraid of the dark, in a sense where you are not afraid of the unknown. The moon is usually like the unknown. You cannot necessarily see everything in the dark, right? So there's an energy that you're not afraid of the unknown, or let's say you might be afraid of the unknown. You might be afraid to relocate because you don't know the language, and it's like overseas, 16 hours away from your hometown, but you still do it because freedom is the most important thing to you. So you take action no matter, it doesn't matter if you have fear or not, because you are kind of like a warrior, and you know. And it's interesting, we talked about this little spark that never goes away when it comes to you. There's a spark that never goes away, no matter how many difficulties you face. There's this spark that you always believe in the universe, and which is also the reason why your dreams become a reality, something that I'm feeling here. But overall, this is an energy that you're not afraid of the unknown. It's like you surrender to the unknown. Like, I don't know what is going to come to me, but I know that Spirit and the universe and God and Allah, whatever you believe in, will take care of it, you know. The Ace of Wands is the new beginning. So you always come up with new ideas. You always have like new ideas. You might also be somebody, again, that you like to invent things or do things differently that have never been done before, like that. And overall, you are not afraid to begin again or to begin a new life. Not afraid to begin a new life or to do things differently. It's like you're very, let's say, adaptable, or you are open to changes very, very easily. You're open to changes, and they love that. It's not like you have very rigid and very, like, you have a strong opinion, but you're also open to listen to other people to maybe change your opinion or to add some more knowledge to what you believe or what you know. Yeah, and they also find you extremely attractive. If you are male, they like your let's say they like your body. Let's keep it like that. They like your body. It's interesting because this card here, they're just very attracted to you. They are very attracted to you. They love your body. As you can see, you could also have very long legs. If you do, they like your legs. If you are somebody, you like to wait until you become intimate with somebody. You know, you tease them, you kiss them, you make them hot, but you don't let them in immediately. They love that about you. They love that you sometimes are a tease. I'm also picking up an energy here for my females. Like, let's say you dress a certain way, and you know it will make your husband, your future spouse, your true love go crazy, and you're like, no, you don't touch me right now because we're going out to dinner. So you kind of like tease this person, you know. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up here. And here you can see, I can actually show the card, there's nothing happening here. This is your dominant side, that you take action, that you take things into your own hands. You could also be very open-minded when it comes to what you guys do in the bedroom. You might be somebody, you come up like, do you know what I'm feeling here? You're the type of person, or maybe it's a fantasy of yours, where you have like a coat on and only underwear, or you like to maybe like touch your future spouse, your true love in public to make them hot, you know, or you like to make out in a restroom because you cannot take your hands off of each other. There's an energy here where you like to also be a little bit freaky and crazy. When it comes to the bedroom activities, you also maybe like to use like candle wax or feathers, or you like to make it playful, you know, like doing something differently. I feel like you always surprise, or I also feel like sexually you do surprise your future spouse and your true love. Now, we also have an energy here. Again, I feel like you really went through some stuff here with the Ten of Swords. I'm feeling an energy here. Again, what I was already saying, falling 7 times, getting back up 8. Like, you have been through some stuff. Like, it wasn't easy for you to manage all these things, to manifest all these things, you know. It's not like it just came to you. So what I'm feeling here is you have the ability to create financial wealth in a very strong family where the money is good, you know, where you guys are financially well off, but it comes because it is because you are a warrior. It is because you are a dreamer that doesn't give up. So they do feel like you went through a lot, but it never stopped you to manifest your dreams, which is the reason why they perceive you as very strong. They see you as a very strong, at the same time very kind soul. It's not like you're like dun, 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 dun. No, you're very kind. They might even perceive you as very sweet and gentle. It's interesting because sweet and gentle people are usually underestimated, and I feel like people in your circle underestimate you, or people in general underestimate you, but your future spouse and your true love can see you're such a sweet lady, you're such a gentleman, but at the same time you're also very strong, and depending on the situation, you know when to get your sword sort out. You know when to speak up. You know when to speak up for yourself. You know when to take action, right? You know when to quit your job because it's too much and you get another job where you are treated fairly. It's like you have a lot of respect for yourself, and you also respect other people a lot, but you also ask people to respect you, and they love that about you. You have a very strong presence, is something that I'm feeling here, but at the same time you're sweet, you know. It's like you know, when you cook, I don't know why I'm picking this up, like when you cook something again that is like savory and it has like a little pineapple, a little mango in it, you know, like I don't know. And then we have the Three of Wands here. I'm also feeling here they could like your scent, your perfume. They could like your boobies. They could also like the way that you dress. If you have long hair, they love your long hair. If you like to wear dresses like sundresses, or do you say no, summer dress, like a summer dress, or you like to wear dresses. I don't know. Is it dresses? I think yeah. You like to wear dresses or a dress. They really love that about you. I feel like they love your scent. There's something about they love your scent. They love that you, even naturally, even if you don't put any perfume, you know how that is like the animal instinct where we smell somebody, where we smell how, you know, the natural scent of a person. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, my beautiful pie number one, this is what they're going to love about you, which is the reason why they will marry you. Make sure, I know this is going to be a long reading anyway, make sure that you check out the other part where we're going to look at why your future spouse, why you will fall in love with your future spouse if you are interested in that. Yeah, and also let me know if it resonated with you. Let me know if you like the reading, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello my loves, hello my beautiful pie number two. You chose this beautiful image here. Let's see what your future spouse is going to love about you. Okay, so I'm picking up an energy here. It's very interesting because we have two cards here that have a wolf on it. So I'm feeling an energy here. It's very interesting. You might be into shamanic rituals, or you might be into doing like moon magic, or you might be into like let's say what I'm feeling here is you like to maybe you're also interested in like animal spirits, like how do you call it? Spirit animals, where you sometimes see like animals and maybe you Google them, what they mean. Or you might be a very strong animal lover. So what I'm feeling here is you might be the type of person that you also are somebody that you, for example, want to travel to different vacations to, for example, swim with dolphins, or go to a safari tour to see elephants and lions, and or you might be somebody you want to have like a lot of pets, or you have a lot of pets around you. There's something about animals here. You might be also very you have a lot of knowledge about animals. Just a side note, you know, this is something that I'm intuitively picking up here. You might be somewhat connected to like animals, or you want to see animals, or you want to, you know, like ride an elephant, or, you know, swim with dolphins, or, you know, like dive in the ocean, you know, to see fish, like a specific fish. Or you are somebody, you really appreciate birds, you have favorite animals, something along those lines. Another thing that I'm picking up here is, again, I'm feeling a very shamanic energy here, whether or not you are aware of it, but I'm feeling here that you have your intuition. Okay, your intuition is extremely strong. Do you see the eyes here? I'm feeling an energy here. Maybe you are somebody you can maybe the universe kind of like warns you before things happen, or warns you like, hey, make sure to take care of that. You might also get like warning signs from the universe in dreams. It almost feels like the animal instinct that knows, oh, rain is coming, or the animal instinct that knows, oh, she's pregnant, you know, like intuitively. Or the animal instinct that tells you, oh, I might find food there, right? Or the animal instinct, oh, there's like danger, there are enemies around me, I have to do something. Because I'm seeing an image here where the wolf like hears a noise and he's like, and he stares at it. So I'm picking up a strong, like your intuition. Woo, hallelujah. Like whether or not you are aware of it, maybe you already know that, but I want to tell you your intuition is freaking strong, especially when you train your intuition in a sense where you meditate more, or you, for example, you go outside and observe things. You have the ability, your intuition is spot on. So I'm also picking up an energy here that you have a very strong ability to, for example, know, let's say you are into cryptocurrency, right? That you know which cryptocurrency to invest in to make more money, or you know which job will be good for you, you know people, like you can see through people. Here we have the mask, because I was wondering, what is this card about? Now as we talk about it, I understand what this card is about. It's like you can see behind people's mask. You can tell if somebody is good, if somebody's jealous, if somebody is good for you and your future spouse and your husband or your wife or whatever, or if you should avoid certain situations. You can spot scammers. You know when it's not a good day to travel. It's like also I'm feeling here, if you have children, you always know if something is up. I'm also feeling here, even if your children hide secrets from you, you know already, like they have a boyfriend, you already knew that, you already saw that in your dreams, you already felt it. There's an energy that your intuition is extremely strong to the point where you know things before they happen, to keep it short and simple, okay? Another thing that I'm feeling here is, I'm feeling an energy here, well, it says chaste here. So what I'm feeling here is, there's an energy here where I'm feeling here that, first of all, your future spouse loves that they have to chase you. That's a weird side note, but no, I just mean that they like that. They need to convince you that they have to work for you, basically. They have to work hard to gain your trust. Okay, I have it now. They have to work hard to gain your trust, because I feel like there's something very intimidating about you. I feel like maybe you look into, you know how when you look at people and you look at them and you know, I know you're lying. Why the heck are you telling me lies? But your mouth is closed. You just look at them like, but you already know everything. So I feel like your future spouse loves that you have a very intimidating energy about you. This could be because of your spirituality, because we also have surrender here. I'm feeling a strong energy. You might be somebody who meditates. You might be somebody who talk to angels, spirit guides. You see signs, symbols, synchronicities. Your intuition is very strong. Very strong. I just had an accent, strong. You might have an accent. If you have an accent, your future spouse will love that about you. I'm feeling an energy here again. Your intuition is extremely strong to the point where you know things before they happen. Your future spouse loves that about you, but they also find it very intimidating that you are that way. They love it, but they also find it intimidating. They find it sexy, but they're also kind of like a little scared, because they know, I cannot hide anything from my wife. I cannot hide anything from my husband, because she already saw it in her dreams. She already knows about it. There could also be an energy where, for example, you guys have like a telepathic connection, where you already know what your future spouse wants to eat, and you cook it, and then he's like, oh my god, or she's like, that's exactly what I wanted to eat. Or you go to the grocery shop and you buy something before they even call you and tell you that they need it. There's something about, like, you already know what's going to happen. It's like your third eye is open like crazy. That's what I'm seeing here. So again, there's something about, like, you can see behind people's mask, and at the same time I also feel like you do not wear a mask no more, in the sense where you show your true self. I'm also feeling an energy here. You're not afraid to speak up. You're not afraid to speak. Yeah, I just saw your spirit guide you. You're not afraid to speak up. I'm also feeling an energy here that your future spouse likes that you just let's say if you don't agree with something, that you kind of like to start a discussion. They like it when you challenge them, even intellectually, where you challenge them, where they might have a different opinion and you have a different opinion, and you guys talk and discuss about it. They actually truly love that about you, because they feel like you have a very, first of all, you are very knowledgeable. Doesn't have to be that you read any book on planet Earth, but it could also be like a a worldly knowledge that you have, or like street smart or something along those lines. They really love that about you. And again, they also like that you know, like they like to, not that they like to argue, but they like to discuss with you, or they like that you challenge them. You challenge them in every way. Like when you discuss things, you just challenge them. Also, like you challenge their character as well. I'm feeling this energy that both of you have a very strong character, and you challenge each other, and it intimidates them. But they also never met somebody as intuitive and as strongly opinionated like you, and they love that. The interesting thing about you is that you look innocent. Okay, they feel like you look innocent. Hold on a second, because if I look at that card here, she looks somewhat innocent. I don't know, like I wouldn't, it's like she looks innocent, but look at what is behind her. And we talk about the mask, right? So they might feel like they perceived you as sweet and kind in the beginning, but then look at that, what comes in the back. So you look like a, you know, the sweet girl in the neighborhood. You look like the nice guy, you know, but what is behind you, your true self. You know, when they get to know your true self, they see, pile number 2 is intuitive like crazy. Pile number 2 is psychic. Pile number 2 is very smart. Pile number 2 is very intimidating, because there is something about you that intimidates them. I just feel like it has something to do with your intuition, your spirituality, something to do with it's so interesting. I keep feeling it. Like I keep feeling like people perceive you as somebody sweet, and people might even perceive you as somebody that you can scam, or they might perceive you as somebody like they can play nice in front of you and talk behind your back, you know. And they feel like, oh, she will never know. Pile number 2 will never know. Pile number 2 is so naive. Pile number 2 is so kind, you know. But they don't know what is behind you. They don't know that you already saw, that you heard them gossiping in your dreams. You already felt it, right? Your spirit guides already let you know what's going on, you know. So they love that about you. It makes you so freaking interesting. I'm also feeling an energy, if you have big eyes, they very much like your big eyes. I'm also feeling an energy, if you have short hair, they feel like it really suits you. It really looks good on you. They might also like it when you wear the color black, is something that I'm feeling here. And again, it's like nobody can play games with you. It's interesting because I feel like you might also be okay, let's talk about it. I feel like you can have the tendencies to be a play girl. Not a play girl. It's this energy of like maybe some people perceive you as that you that you don't take them seriously, you know, in a sense where you date people or when you flirt with people. They might feel like that you maybe like you got games, right? That maybe like a lot of people are attracted to you, or that you know how to charm people, or that you it's almost like that they feel like they perceive you as sweet and innocent, and people could like play games with you, right? Or play games with your heart. But in the end, you are the game player. Like you play people, but you don't do it because you have a kind heart, but you could. Do you know what I mean? Like you could if you wanted to, but you don't, because you are just a sweet and gentle person. But you're like, don't cross my boundaries, honey. Don't cross my boundaries, okay? Don't cross my boundaries. But when they first perceive you, it's like, oh, that little, not little, but that very sweet lady, that very gentle man, you know, but like, don't cross my boundaries, okay, honey? Like, it's not gonna be fun for you. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up here. Okay, let's talk about the other cards. We also have the last quarter in Moon and Pisces, and Pisces is very intuitive, so I feel like you are probably very intuitive. You know things before they happen. Even if you don't always have this energy around you, you might, for some of you guys, you might even get visions, okay? You might even get like visions here and there or something along those lines. It says talk less and feel more, okay? So I'm picking up an energy here that your future spouse will love about you, that you don't have to speak. How can I explain it? Okay, I'm trying it. So your whole body language, your eyes speak for you. It's almost like this is what I was talking about, like this telepathic communication. Like when you guys are with each other, you understand each other without speaking. They can see in your eyes when you are upset. They can see in your eyes when you, for example, sense something, or when you just saw like a sign. It's like your eyes speak for you. Your whole body language speaks for you. You have a very, very strong body language is something that I'm feeling here, or your eyes are very intense and speak. It's like they can read your eyes or something along those lines. Now another thing is with the talk less and feel more here, I'm also picking up an energy here that again, you might be somebody that you need your quiet time. You might be somebody that meditates and is very calm, you know. It's like you are a very calm person, but when you speak up, it's a firework. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. When you speak up, it's a firework. It's very intense, you know, and people don't necessarily like perceive you as somebody that has the strong energy, the strong opinion, because you are usually somebody you like harmony, or you like to talk less and feel more. You might also be somebody who's very observant, like you observe people and they truly love that about you. Another thing that I'm feeling here is they also like it that they feel very, very comfortable with you when there's no one talking, you know, like you guys can just lay in bed, watch a movie, and you don't really have to talk, and it just feels, you know, really, really good to be in your presence. Pile number 2. Now we also have here first quarter moon in Pisces again. There's a strong Pisces energy here. It says honor your feelings. So I feel like you honor your feelings, you honor your intuition. You're the type of person you're saying, I don't know why, but I feel some type of way about it, or I don't know why, but I have this feeling that this might be a good thing. And they truly like, they love your intuitive energy. They love how intuitive you are. They also love that you don't always go with logic, but you sometimes, or a lot of times, you walk the intuitive path, or you do things because your intuition tells you so. And then it's almost like I'm also feeling an energy here that your future spouse is going to be in shock when you tell them something, let's say like a prediction, or you tell them you saw something in your dreams. They're going to be shocked. It's almost like they're going to be shocked when it comes to your psychic abilities, in a sense where they didn't know, you know. It's like, you know, when we get to know each other, it's like, oh yeah, you know, like small talk. But then when we really get to know somebody and they see how psychic you are, how intuitive you are, even just naturally, maybe you are somebody, you practice it, and for others of you, it just comes naturally to you that here and there you have certain dreams or something along those lines. Another thing that I'm feeling here is you are very, very compassionate. They love that you honor their feelings as well, that you ask them how they're feeling, because I'm picking up an energy here. You know how, you know, you ask somebody and you say, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. I feel like you're the type of person you're asking, are you really fine? Or I feel like you're a little down. Do you want to talk about it? You know, that's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. And they really, really love how kind you are. We also have your new moon in Capricorn, which says stand up and lead. So they feel like you have the, doesn't matter if you are an authority figure, or if you are, you know, somebody where that people look up to, but you have the potential. Whether or not you execute this potential, but you have this potential. You have this potential to lead people, or you have the potential to have a leader position. And again, it's very interesting because you don't look like it. You look innocent, but behind you is a force, a power that is immensely strong. Okay. We also have the warrior of love here as well, which I'm going to read in the end. So they feel like you have a leadership position, and they also trust you. They trust your intuition is something that I'm feeling here. I feel like they trust your intuition, they trust what you say, they trust your judgment, because they know that you are connected to spirit, to God, to Allah, on another frequency, like very intensely, you know, more intense than other people. We also have self-worth here. Oh, we also have self-worth here. So I'm picking up an energy that your future spouse, hold on a second. Well, I I feel like you have an energy to you. Maybe you like to bake, maybe you like to cook, or maybe you, yeah, I'm picking up an energy for some of you guys. They love your baking skills, your cooking skills. They love to eat your food. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is it says self-worth. It says, why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? So what I'm feeling here is that you are somebody, you have a lot of self-respect, you respect yourself, and I'm also feeling an energy that you what I'm feeling here is that you guys have the same values, but on the other hand, I'm also feeling an energy here where you don't let other people you don't let other people disrespect you, and they like that about you. Like, you put people in their place. Again, you usually don't do that, but when you speak up, it's a firework. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. You have two sides to you, duality. You look very innocent, you are very harmonious, but when somebody crosses your boundaries, ooh, they can, like, they might be in danger, in a sense where, you know, they can burn themselves, you know, when it comes to you. And then we have the surrender card here again. It says, stop trying to control life. It gets in the way of divine intervention. So you're the type of person, you let the universe speak. Divine intervention also tells me that you might have like a very strong connection with your spirit guides, to the point where some days you have an overload of synchronicities. You get like hidden information, or you are again in the process of developing all those energies, okay? Because it's a future prediction. So you might, like, I feel like divine intervention is to the point where you might, you know, change your plans according to what the universe is saying, what God is saying, what you saw in a dream, you know, the signs and symbols and synchronicities that you see. Maybe you might also be somebody you see spirits, or you can connect to up there, to, for example, loved ones that passed away or something along those lines, okay? And overall, they feel like you look like an angel, or you have the energy, the vibe of like an innocent angel, but again, behind you, it's like an angel and a beast. So you can be an angel, but you can also be a beast. That's what I'm feeling here. They love that. And then we have here peace. So they love that you are just in general a very peaceful person, but again, if somebody crosses your boundaries, it's not fun. So it says, just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So they love that you are the peaceful person. You love to meditate. You don't like to argue. You like to speak about things in a calm manner. You're not the type of person to just scream unless somebody is, you know, challenging you. They love that about you. They love that about you. They also maybe like your friend circle, that your friend circle is not that big, or there's not much drama, or again, you're not the type of person to scream. You talk about it first, you know, you don't like to argue, you don't like to scream, and you just don't like to, you know, you don't like to gossip, you don't like to see other people as competition or talk badly about other people. You're just a very peaceful person that accepts everybody for who they are, even if they are fake, but you're just like, well, she's fake, you know, but you know, like, I don't wish her bad, but stay where you are. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, let's see what else they're going to love about you. Let's see. Okay. All right. What are they going to love about you? Okay, so what I'm feeling here is they love about you that you do things although you are scared. I'm feeling an energy here that you are maybe somebody, again, this is something, I'm picking up an energy here that people underestimate you, kind of like a little bit in pile number 1, but I'm feeling here with you it's a little bit more intense, where you look extremely innocent, and maybe even people underestimate you to achieve things. You know, and you might be even a person, you doubt yourself and you have your insecurities, but you're also the type of person, you don't stay in misery, you take action and do something about it. It's like, I know I'm scared, I know, you know, I'm overthinking, you know, I have to do something about it anyway. So the energy that I'm picking up here is that I'm also feeling an energy. You might be somebody, you overcame anxiety, or you are in the process of overcoming anxiety. You could even be somebody that you can teach your future spouse how to overcome overthinking, anxiety, something along those lines. I'm feeling an energy here that you are very, very good at healing yourself and healing other people, and your advice is spot on when you tell people, hey, you should do this, you should do that in order to heal yourself, is something that I'm feeling here. Okay, and they also feel like you are very pure. We have the dove here, so I'm picking up an energy that they perceive you as somebody who's very pure, like very kind-hearted, very pure. Your intentions are very pure, even if people like are crossing your boundaries or are fake in your face. You're not wishing them bad, you just want them to stay the heck away from you, but you don't wish people, you know, you don't wish people anything bad, you know. Let's see, what else are they going to love about you? Ooh, are you a manifester, pile number 2? I think you are, yes. You know when to hold, when you bite your tongue. You know when to bite your tongue, and even if you are like, let's say, like you have a lot of like a, you are very angry, okay? They can see in your eyes the fire burning. Hell is breaking loose, but you are the type of person, you try to manage your anger. I feel like you try to manage your anger in a sense where you don't want to hurt people around you. It's almost like you know that you could hurt people, like they cannot recover from that. This could be like, you know, like not that you beat people, but I mean like verbally, you know, in a discussion, you could crush people, okay? But you don't do that. That's what I'm feeling here. Let's see, what are they going to love about you the most? They also feel like you are a mystery. Give me a second, yeah. Okay, we have the, let me see. Okay, so one thing that I'm seeing here is they love that you are, I feel like you are somebody, you like to research things, or you are somebody, if you don't know about something, you research it and you get information about the topic, and then you are, it's almost like you're not the type of person to say, oh, I don't know anything about the topic. You would be the type of person, you go on your laptop and you research about it in order to know about the topic. This could also be an energy like, oh, I want to become, I don't know what, but I don't know how to. You would be the type of person, I want to become an actor, but I don't know where to start, but I'm gonna find a way, or I'm gonna research about it, or I'm gonna find a way to connect with people. So you're not the type of person to like, you wish for something and you don't do anything about it. You're the type of person, you research about it to find a solution, right? You try to research and find a solution. They love that about you. They find that very, very attractive. I'm also picking up an energy, if you have wavy hair, like if you have curls or wavy hair, they really, really like your aesthetic or the way that you look. If you are a guy, if your hair is on a little bit on a longer side, like not a long, like on the shoulders, but just a tad bit longer, they really, really like that about you. They also like your beard, is something that I'm feeling here, in case you have a beard. For my Lindas here, they also love your butt. They love your butt, and they love the arch of your back, is something that I'm feeling here. Look at that. Just have to cover it, but hopefully you can see a little here. If you like to experiment with underwear, they also really, really enjoy that. And it's interesting, we were talking about like if somebody crosses your boundaries, that they can burn themselves, right? And we have the fire here. Another thing that I'm feeling here is if you like to experiment with like nice underwear or trying different things, different colors, they will find it extremely sexy, something that I'm seeing here. Okay, they will love the kind of underwear that you are wearing. It's like exactly their type, what you're wearing here. And again, they feel like you are very strong, but people underestimate you, and they like that. They like this surprise effect about you. And then we have here the Magician, which tells me that you are somebody, again, you are an action taker in the sense where you manifest things into your life. I feel like you are a good manifester, or there's something about you know how to manifest things, or you do some type of rituals. Again, I'm also feeling here like moon magic, some type of ritual, some type of magic. You might be into crystals, you might be into like candles that bring money, or you might be into feng shui, you might be into praying to Lakshmi, the goddess or the deity of abundance. That type of energy. They do love that about you. They find that very, very attractive, very, very interesting. Now I want to read out the Warrior of Love, what it is about. This card is, or like these cards are freaking amazing because they have a little love story here in the book. And I love that, so let's check it out. Pile number 2. Oh, it says, the Warrior of Love. I'm unstoppable in my pursuit. You see, so they feel like you are unstoppable, even if you have fear. You would do something about it. I feel like you don't stay in your misery, or you don't stay. It's like it's like you call yourself out on your own bullshit, in a sense where you're like, it doesn't help me to pity myself. I need to do something about it, and they love that about you. Okay. It says, seeing love. He climbs upon his mighty steed bareback and rides off into uncertain territory. Uncertain territory with a lofty pursuit, a quest for love. Insatiable, unstoppable, gaining traction and on his way. He will ride until the night turns to day. Some things are worth fighting for, and this knight cloaked in the armor of love will endure. He will journey until he finds love forevermore. And I'm feeling an energy here. Yeah, it feels like you are somebody. The way that I'm feeling is that you are somebody it's like you don't let yourself be discouraged by things that might want to stop you, okay? In the sense where we all face difficulties, but it depends on how we deal with those difficulties. It's interesting because it reminds me of a book. It talks about it is a book about, maybe you're interested in that, maybe it also ties into what you're kind of going through right now. It's Fail Big by Alan Scott, or Scott Allen, and he talks about how to lose your fear of failing. And in the book there are two people, person one, person A and person B, and both have the same way, both have the same obstacles, but person A gives up after a while because of all these obstacles, and person B, you are person B, and person B has the same obstacles as person A, but person B still continues their way, even with doubt, insecurities, even with fear, but they get to their goal, they get to their manifestation, because the way that they handled difficulties was differently than person A, because person A said, well, that's too difficult and I'm never going to make it. You are the type of person, you might have some type of insecurities, but there's something like your intuition and your instinct tells you, I will make it in life. I will make it in life. I will come out as a winner. I will win this fight for freedom, win this fight for financial freedom, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So you do have your doubt, you do have your insecurities, but there's something about you that never gives up, okay? And they love that about you because they can see that for you it wasn't easy, you know, your past wasn't easy, or what you're currently manifesting, whatever it is, was not easy, but the way you handle difficulties is very unique and very different and very, very wise. You handle difficulties in a very, very wise manner, almost like a monk, and that is the reason why you will succeed in life, and that is something that they absolutely adore about you, okay? That you handle difficulties in a very, very different manner. Like, you don't panic, you don't become hysterical. You might have your moments here and there, but your intuition always brings you back to the solution. It's almost like you always find a solution to a problem because of your intuition, because of your connection to the universe, because of your connection to God, with God. And we have the surrender card here, which is like, I give my problems to God, and your future spouse will love that about you. I just want to read out a little bit more here. It says making love. Take the journey whatever that means. If it means going to see the old friend or the one you long for, if it means taking that much needed you time, or if you need to run and see him and let him know exactly how you feel, move forward. Now is the time for action in matters of the heart. So your future spouse will love about you that you do things out of your heart, and that you are not afraid to tell them, baby, I love you. Okay, my beautiful pie number 2, I hope you like this reading. Also check out, subscribe if you like this reading. Check out my other reading, which will be about what you will love about your future spouse the most. Yeah, let me know that in the comments if it resonates with you. Also, I just wanted to say, I think I forgot about it. Some characteristics, you are still in the energy and the process of manifesting, or in the process of developing those type of skills, those type of characteristics. You're still in the type, because it's a future prediction, which means by the time that you meet your future spouse, you might have developed certain characteristics that you don't have right now, or that are still in the developing stage, or that are still lingering deep inside of your soul and your heart, you know, that become bigger and stronger. Okay, so if you see something that you resonate with, or that you always wanted to be, you know, the type of person that you always wanted to be, it sounds like I'm tapping into your best self, your future self, you know, when you are kind of like transforming into this butterfly, into the best version of yourself, just for you to know. I forgot to say that in the beginning. Okay, my beautiful pie number 2, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it. I wish you a lovely, lovely day, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello my loves, hello my beautiful pie number 3. You chose this beautiful, majestic image. Let's see what your future spouse, your true love, will love the most about you, and why they want to marry you. So first of all, I want to say that I'm seeing the number 222 here. So you might have been seeing the angel number 222 recently, or it will occur right before you meet your future spouse. There's something about the number 222 is something that I'm seeing here overall. Now, I also want to say what I'm feeling here is, this is like a kind of like a message from your future spouse, in a sense where they lost hope that true love exists, or something in their life happened where they thought something such as like the one true love does not necessarily exist, but then they meet you. So they will probably love you because they experience true unconditional love with you, which they have not before in another relationship. So I'm strongly feeling an energy here that they did not believe in love, or they had problems believing in love, and then they meet you, and then they understand that true love exists, basically. Now let's get into the reading. So we have the card Death here. The energy that I'm picking up here, there's something about, because I keep seeing in both cards, if we look at it, it almost looks like it's wedding dresses, right? So there could be an energy for some of you guys that you were married before, but you got divorced, and the person that you're going to meet next, you know, like your true love, your next soulmate basically, is going to be the one that you will be married to for a very long time. In a sense where they're probably your forever person, something that I'm picking up here for some of you guys, if you have been divorced before, or you could have been engaged before, but it did not work out for whatever reason. The relationship that you have been in, where there were discussions about like wedding, or you had thoughts about wedding, about engagement, or you even wore an engagement ring, it didn't work out, and you cut this person out of your life. I'm feeling an energy here. I'm also feeling here, if you are female, that they like the way that you dress. I feel for some of you guys, you like to wear red, or you like to wear white. Like white is the color. You like to wear white, you like to wear, or you have a lot of clothing in your wardrobe that is white. You also might like to wear clothes that look, how do you call that? They might look a little bit majestic, or a little bit expensive, or you have like a very old-fashioned style. There's something about the way that you dress the way that you dress seems very majestic or very elegant, or this is like your night wardrobe. If you do go on a fancy date, that you wear something like, let's say, elegant, something that is I mean, let me show you the card here, that is very elegant or very eye-catching, but not like it is huge bright colors, but there's something about your style. Maybe you have like a vintage style, or you like the way that people dressed, I don't know in which season, in the Renaissance. So there is an energy here that you dress, I don't know, it almost feels like elegant, or you have a specific color like white or red, or you have a significant style. It doesn't have to be every day, but like when you dress up, that you look again like vintage, or you look very classy or very elegant, or I don't know, there's something about when you go out on a fancy date and when you dress up very, very nicely, that they love the way that you dress. For guys, it could also be like when you have like a, you know, like a specific style, you like to wear your shirt buttoned up, like, you know, one button is open, so you can see your chest a little. There's something about the way that you dress when you guys go out on a fancy date, or when you really take out your best clothing. They love the way you dress, they love the way you look. Another thing that I'm picking up here is I'm feeling an energy here. Actually, I have to get a clarification card here for the Death card. The Death card usually means some type of transformation. I'm also feeling an energy here that you could have been going through a transformation when it comes to your body. Like you used to be very skinny, now you have strong legs, firm legs, or you have like a nice butt or something like that, or you go to the gym to transform your body. There's something along those lines. I'm feeling an energy here. You might also be very conscious when it comes to healthy eating, or only using natural products, right? Or you might be very much into skincare. There's something about the way that you dress and also the way you take care of your body. This could be like that you eat very healthy, or you are very health conscious, or you don't like to smoke, you don't like to drink alcohol, you are very pure. There's an energy of like very pure. The way that you take care of your body, the way that you take care of your health is something that I'm feeling here. I just want to get a clarification card for the Death card. Let's see, what is the Death card about here? What is the Death card about here? What is the Death card about here? Nine of Cups. Okay, give me a second, guys. What is the Death card about here? Wow, Knight of Cups. I keep feeling like they always wished for. I keep feeling that they always wished for somebody like you. There's an energy here where they did not believe in love anymore. Nah, they didn't believe. Their heart was closed, and you are the only one that could open their heart up again. It's interesting because pile number 1 and pile number 2 was really focused on them, but I'm feeling an energy here that your future spouse's energy is already around. Could also be an energy that you might meet this person very soon, or it's not that long until you meet this person, because I'm already feeling their energy. Their energy is already around. And the interesting thing here is as well, we have here first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. And you see like two people here, as if you guys are about to meet, as if you guys are about to have your first eye contact. If you didn't check out my reading about your first eye contact, definitely do that. Yeah, so the Death card here is an energy where they stop believing. Your future spouse stopped believing in love, okay? They stopped believing in love. They thought it doesn't exist. I don't know what happened in their past, or they might have been brought up believing that you marry for, you know, convenience, or that you marry because of traditions, and they did not necessarily believe in love. They just were believing like, oh, maybe I find this person attractive, you know, maybe I vibe with them. But the way that they feel about you is like they experience true unconditional love, which they have never experienced before. That's definitely an energy that I'm picking up here. That's probably also why we have the Death card here, because the Death card reminds me of like how our mind is changing, right? The death card could also be the death of a belief or the death of a situation, right? So there's almost this energy here that, yeah, I keep feeling it. I keep feeling like they didn't believe in love anymore. They didn't see you entering their life, and then you are there, and it's almost like all their beliefs that they had about relationship and about love, you know, maybe they were like very like, oh, love at first sight doesn't exist, or true love doesn't exist, or I would never marry somebody after 2 months, and then they meet you, okay? Then they meet you, and their whole mindset about love is changing because they met their true love, which is you. I'm also picking up an energy that they're going to love again the way that you dress. There's an energy where I see a scene or a scenario in my mind where you get ready. Maybe you guys want to, your spirit guides are here, I just saw them. Maybe you want to go out to dinner, or maybe there is like a nice party, a nice festival, and you get ready, you know, you dress up from head to toe, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look good, you know, it looks good on me. And this person is like in awe of how beautiful you are, you know. It's not just about like your body shape or, you know, the way that you look, but it's everything about you, the way that you dress, the way that you smell, the perfume that you use, the hairstyle that you do. It's almost like all they see when they look at you, everything that they see, all they see is beauty, is basically what I'm feeling here. They just find you extremely attractive. They're also very much drawn to your body, very much drawn to whatever you have. Is it curves? Is it being skinny? Is it being tall? Is it being tiny, small, you know, whatever your body is about, what body type you are, they love that, okay? I'm also feeling an energy here with the possessions card. I keep feeling the wedding energy here. I keep feeling a wedding energy here. This could also be that a lot of your friends are already married, or you get invited to weddings a lot because of tradition or something along those lines. Now, another thing that I'm picking up here is that you guys have the same values. So there's certain things that both of you value. Let's say we both value peace, we both value God, we both value freedom, we both value healthy eating, we both value you staying fit, you know, we both value going to the gym and taking care of our body. Because for some of you guys, I'm actually seeing here there's like a transformation when it comes to your body, that you changed something about your body, you healed something about your body. Could also be an energy that you healed your body with herbs, or you have some type of like skincare, hair care routine that is very natural, and they really like that. It's almost like you know how to take care of your body. I feel like you're health conscious, and they love that about you, because they know when you guys have like children together, or when you cook for them, you also influence them to become more healthy if they are not already very health conscious, is something that I'm picking up here. The interesting thing is we have here, keep your heart open, and we talked about how your future spouse's heart was closed, and look at that energy here now. Look at that, how the heart was closed, and all of a sudden the heart is set on fire. They never felt so much passion with a person. They never felt such intense feelings for another person, which is the reason why they know that they want to marry you, because it's unusual that they feel so intensely. They might have been in relationships that were lukewarm. Maybe they were vibing with the person. Maybe they found this person attractive, but there was not this fire, this passion, or this spark, or this love at first sight that they feel with you, okay? Another thing that I'm feeling here is if you are if you have certain passion projects, or if there are certain hobbies that you really enjoy, certain passions that you have, they would truly love that about you, because it makes you very interesting. Like whatever you're interested in, may it be music, making music, may it be like tarot readings, may it be something spiritual, they just love that about you. It makes you very interesting, and they see you as somebody who's just very passionate in general. I don't know why, but I'm also feeling here the way that you kiss them. Oh my God. Ooh, it's very intense, because I'm seeing you guys kissing each other. I can literally see your guys' lips, and it's very intense. I feel like you're also like a good kisser, or again, it's like they, when they make out with you, they never felt like that before. I don't know why. It's like they didn't believe, you know, and then you are standing in front of them, and again, I feel like there's something about your lips, or when you guys kiss each other, there's something about the way that you kiss. I feel like you are a good kisser and they love your lips, okay? I didn't even look at the card, but it says surprise. Look at that. Look at that. It's almost like your future spouse, your true love, feel like you are a blessing, or they were the lucky one to not believe in love, but to be able to say, I met my true love. I met this person and she was love at first sight. He was love at first sight. So the surprise card tells me that it surprises them that you exist because they didn't believe in true love, okay? We also have here it says release your expectations and be open to surprises, okay? So this person had kind of expectations to, you know, marry somebody out of convenience, out of tradition, or, you know, you just meet somebody and maybe you like them, then well, then let's get married, you know, that's what you usually do. They didn't believe in the fire, in the spark, in this like intense love that one can feel. I'm also picking up an energy here that they will love about you, that you are full of surprises. This could be that you are just in general somebody you like to make gifts, or, you know, like literally like, you know, gift people, you know, or like make little cute surprises. You could also be somebody that you leave little notes for your future spouse in the morning when you have to wake up earlier and go somewhere, that you leave him like leave him or her a little note, or that you buy your future spouse, your true love, always when you go somewhere you buy them something. But they just feel like your personality and your character is full of surprises, because they see like they see different phases of different phases, almost like the moon, you know, like different phases. But I actually meant faces or do you say facets? Like that you are, your personality is very surprising, because you have different aspects. So you might also have like a lot of passion projects, or you might be into very interesting things, or even like very opposite things, you know, like you like this type of music that is very opposite to the other kind of music. There's something about you that you always surprise this person with. Whatever you do, maybe you do give gifts, or your love language when you show another person that you love them is giving gifts, okay? With the keep your heart open, they also love how open you are. They feel like you have your, how do you say that? You wear your heart on your tongue. It's almost like you are, they have never been loved like that before, the way that you love them. It's this energy where it almost feels like they, maybe they have been also a little bit like, let's say, they have been, you know how some people cannot accept love or cannot accept compliments. I'm feeling an energy here that is the reason why they didn't meet their true love yet, your future spouse, your true love. But then when they meet you, it's almost like you open up this person's heart to say I love you, when before they might have been very closed off and never said those 3 words before in another relationship, or it was really hard for them. So it's almost like you are full of love, you know, like your whole essence, your soul is full of love, you know. And it's, you know what I'm feeling here? I'm feeling an energy, how your energy is almost like I see like a, you know, like a pink, or yeah, it almost looks like a pink light that embraces this person, you know, that embraces this person, and it almost feels like their heart can open. I don't know why it's so visual with you guys, because I keep seeing things. It's like almost their heart can open up, and then they feel comfortable saying I love you with you, when before maybe they didn't like to say that, or they didn't like to be so open about their feelings. And they just love how open you are, that you easily can say I love you, or that you can easily give compliments, that you can easily like show people, not just your future spouse, but not just your future spouse and your true love, but in general you are a very kind person, and you show people that you love them, not just your future spouse, but just people in general, that you are a very kind person, and they feel that you really take care of other people, and that you really like you know, not worry, but other people matter to you, or your family matters to you, that you really like, you know, you give your heart and your soul to people, you know. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. We also have speak your world into being. So the energy that I'm picking up here is that what they love about you, again, you have 2 sides to you. That is my having 2 sides to the coin card. Speak your world into being is almost like this person feels like you are really good at, when you say you have a plan, that you don't just say this is my plan, but that you actually do it. You know, that you actually, I also feel an energy that you're not scared to, I feel like for some of you guys, you also overcame addiction, or you might help your future spouse, your true love, to overcome a certain addiction. Could be smoking, something like that, you know, like small things, or like eating too much sugar or eating unhealthy, and then you help them to eat more healthy, and then they feel more vibrant, you know. That's the type of vibe that I'm feeling here. But speak your word into being, to me, almost feels like I'm feeling here that you are very good at manifesting, especially when you speak it. Like you say, oh, I'm sure this appointment will go well today, and then it goes well because you speak it into existence. So you are a really good manifester, and I also feel like they can count on your words. Like, you walk the talk. That's what I'm feeling here. When you say you want to do something, you're going to do it. It's not just like a thought. It's not just a, you know, like an inspiration, but you actually use that inspiration and you do something with it. This is what I'm feeling here, especially since we have the passion card here. So I feel like you do have a specific passion that really like sparks you up and makes you feel happy, makes you feel like ecstatic about life, and they really enjoy that, especially when you talk about your passion. You know, it's like when you talk about your passion, they can feel this vibrant energy of your soul, you know. We also have here move. So there could be an energy. I'm picking up an energy here. There might be a relocation in the cards here, or a relocation in the mix, or there might be an energy where you guys will move to a different town. Like, you guys meet somewhere, okay? You meet in, since I live in Europe, I'm going to use European examples. Let's say you live in Norway, okay? Let's say you live in Norway. You meet in Norway, but you guys will move together to a different country. So it could be that both of you have this strong feeling that you guys want to move to a different country, because the country where you're at, maybe you don't like it, maybe you don't like the weather, maybe you always had this dream of living in Paris, and you guys will move together because this card says move. And this card talks about letting go of certain possessions. So I almost want to say, I'm feeling an energy here where you guys will move together to a different country, which makes your bond even stronger. There's an energy of like, it's almost like two best friends, you know, you and your future spouse, you and your true love, you are making your dreams come true to move to a different country together, even to a different town. Doesn't have to be a different country, could be a different country. Another thing that I'm feeling here, the move card could also be about what we were talking about, like sports. You know, maybe you go to the gym, maybe you like swimming, you go to, I don't know, do you say swimming classes? Like, you do something with your body, you move your body, you like to dance. They could also really like your dance moves or the way that you dance, you know, they really find that attractive. But the move card is definitely about like you actually like literally moving your body, you taking care of your body, moving your body, doing some type of sports, doing some type of physical activity. And I'm also feeling here that they really like how connected you are to nature. Maybe you like to go out on walks. Maybe you really like to work with herbs, or you like to work with natural remedies, or there's something about you that you really enjoy nature. You really enjoy like vacation in very abundant places where there's a lot of nature, you know, a lot of greenery, a lot of fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables. So that's the vibe that I'm picking up here. They will actually love how you are connected to nature, you are connected, you know, to the universe, but specifically that you're just connected to nature. You like to use natural things, or you are very drawn to places where there is like a lot of nature. You like to take walks in the forest, or you like to, you know, take a salt bath, right? To be connected to water, like all the elements, earth, water, air, fire. And then we have Aquarius, full moon in Aquarius, be real. 'Cause I'm real, the way you walk, the way you move, the way you talk. 'Cause I'm real, the way you smell, the way you smell, it drives me nuts, something like that. Real by 𝑗.Lo and Ja Rule is something that I'm hearing. So they feel like you're real. They feel like you don't hold back with your opinion. You don't try to be somebody else. You're just yourself. They feel like you're keeping it real. You're keeping it 100. There's something about you. They just feel like you are very pure because you don't hide who you are. And there's something about you that is like, they just feel like you are a real one. I don't know how else to explain it, but on the other hand, we were talking about it that they did not believe in true love, but 'cause I'm real. So pie number 3, you are real, you exist. Actually, your future spouse has to watch this reading. Yeah, they feel like pie number 3 actually exists. I didn't know that somebody like her, somebody like him, pie number 3 exists. Okay, let me get a few more cards to find out what they will love about you the most. Okay, what will pie number 3's future spouse and true love the most about pie number 3? 'Cause I'm real, the way you smell, it drives me nuts. And I can't go without you. I don't know the lyrics. Maybe you want to check out the song, or maybe you like the song, maybe you are connected to that song. Okay, what will your future spouse love about you the most? Okay, all right. They find you extremely attractive. I feel like they see you as somebody who you probably have like a lot of people attracted to you, have a lot of people in your DMs. When you are on Tinder, there's a lot of people wanting to meet you, okay? When you are on a dating app, you get a lot of like, there's something, ooh. I'm also feeling an energy here that you might be very disciplined. Yeah, you're definitely disciplined. Okay, let's see what they're going to love about you the most. What are they going to love about you the most? Pie number 3. Oh my God, what kind of energy is going on here? There's definitely something about manifesting your dreams together, you and your future spouse. I'm seeing it here very, very strongly. Okay, let's talk about it. We have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is a seductress. The Queen of Wands usually catches people's attention. Doesn't matter if you are male or female, there is something about you that is very, very attractive. You catch people's attention. You might also have a lot of people being like attracted to you, or you know, when you are on a dating app, there's a lot of people wanting to meet with you, asking for a date, asking to see you, you know, do you want to go out for a drink, or like, I would like to see you, those type of DMs. There's something about you that is very, very attractive. They see you as like somebody who's very, very handsome, very sexy, very attractive. Of course, they love that about you. It's like you are eye candy to them. They like to look at you because you are very, very beautiful. Almost like it's interesting, the image that you chose, because this image is almost like, it almost looks majestic or elegant. Could be that you have a very majestic, elegant vibe to you. Doesn't have to be the way that you dress, but this could also be the way that you speak. Is very, do you say eloquent, or it sounds very intellectual when you speak, but it's also very, very sexy and seductive to them. Now we also have the World card here, which is the reason why I feel like you are a very disciplined person. This is usually Saturn, the planet Saturn. The planet Saturn is about like discipline, restriction. So I feel like you might have some type of restriction when it comes to your diet, or you say like no to alcohol, no to cigarettes, or you're vegan, pescatarian, vegetarian, you know, like restrictions in diet or restrictions in the way that you live your life, that you don't it's almost like you don't want anything toxic in your life, and your future spouse loves that about you. There's something about being health conscious, whether that is the type of music that you listen to, or whether that is that you like to meditate and you don't like to listen to music that is very negative. You know what I mean? Like some type of like restriction, like I want to keep my vibe positive. You know, I don't want to be on social media all the time. I want to be out in nature. That's the type of vibe here. Almost like that you have some type of like discipline, restriction, saying no to certain things because you feel like they don't make your life better, and they truly adore that about you. They love that. Now we talked about that already, that they never felt a connection with anybody like you. It's almost like you are this person's best friend. Your future spouse will see you as their best friend, as the person that they can manifest their dreams together. You could also both have the same dreams, the same goals, which are already picked up with the same values. You know, like both of you want to live a financially free life. Both of you want to, you know, travel the world. Both of you want to have a big family with 10 children, you know, like that type of energy. It's almost like you are on the same wavelength and you guys have the same values. Another thing that I'm also feeling here for some of you guys, if you do like to drink occasionally, they really like to go out with you to drink a little bit of wine in a fancy restaurant, you know. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here. I'm picking up an energy that you are a very helpful person, like you help people around you. This could also be that you support your family, you support your siblings, you support people in your circle with financial assistance or like financial support, that you really take care of your family, you really take care of the people around you. And they find that very adorable that you are so invested into helping people. Could also be that your career or the career that you are choosing has something to do with helping people, uplifting people, doing something for people, and they truly love that about you. I'm also picking up an energy that this person loves to like travel with you and explore cities, because it looks like in this card you can see he's looking down upon a city, and I'm feeling an energy here that they really love to like stroll around in cities with you, like taking walks with you in cities here, in different cities, in new cities. When you guys are traveling, they really like to explore new restaurants with you. There's a very strong, I keep feeling that there is a relocation in the mix here, either a relocation or a strong energy of like a vacation that you guys will be almost magical. There is some type of vacation that you will have, or your honeymoon, or that you guys would travel a lot in general, or there is an energy of like relocating. This person lives in another country, you live in another country, or you both decide to make your dreams come true and relocate to a different country, to a different city. I'm very strongly picking that up here. Now, I'm also feeling here, I just have to cover, if you are male, there's something about like, I'm feeling here that this person will kind of like, it's something about your physique, okay? Something about that you take care of your body. Another thing that I'm picking up here is, which is, we're gonna go into the, you know, intimate direction. Something that I'm picking up here is that they like to touch your hair, or like, you know, grab your hair while you guys are intimate. They like to grab your hair or touch your hair, or something about, you know, like grabbing the hair, you know, like when you really like feel it intensely, is something that I'm feeling here. I'm also picking up that this person really loves about you, that it almost feels like that you are, I feel like you are very free-spirited. It's an energy that you are very free-spirited and you are not afraid. I keep feeling that you are not afraid to travel, or you are not afraid to relocate. There is something about that. I cannot put my finger on it, but there's something about like traveling a lot. Or you might also be somebody that you already traveled a lot, different countries, and they find that very interesting. Could also be an energy that you also speak more than one language. Maybe you are mixed, like let's say you are French mixed with Italian, or there's something about like if you have like a mixed background, you know, like, or your ancestry, they also find that extremely interesting. They like your culture. Something that I'm feeling here, you guys might also have the same culture, is something that I'm picking up here. Now, I keep seeing here that you guys will, hold on, let me show I don't know if I showed the card to you. I can show that one. You cannot see her boobies here. But that one I have to cover. How am I going to do that? Give me a second, guys. No, that's too big. You know what? I'm just going to do it like that. But I need to show you this card because it's absolutely amazing. It's the Sun card. This is the most positive card that you can get in tarot. I'm feeling here that this person feels like you always make them smile, you always make them like you know, you always make them smile. They can have so much fun with you, and I keep feeling that you guys will manifest your dreams together. The Sun card to me feels like a happy ending, where you guys go through ups and downs and you guys manifest some type of like huge goal together. I keep feeling it, I keep seeing it, and it's almost like both of your energies are coming together it's like their dreams and your dreams fit perfectly, okay? Let's say this person wants to open up a bar and you always wanted to become like a shop owner, and then you're like, wow, a bar is really nice. So it's almost like both you come together. This person has a dream, you have a dream, and both of your dreams fit together perfectly, and they make a whole big plan. I keep seeing that they also really like about you that there could be an energy that you have hidden knowledge, in a sense where you know how to manifest, or you know how to, like, you know, vibrate positive energy to attract positive things to you. There's something about hidden knowledge. Could also be an energy that you like to manifest things through writing, through speaking, that you are very focused on manifesting, or very focused on finding out how to manifest, or you already found your own technique how to manifest. They truly love that about you. I'm also picking up an energy here, something about organization. You might be somebody that you are very organized, or you are very, let's say you always have a plan. Do you say you always have like a plan in your sleeves? You know, like you always have a plan for every problem, you have a solution, but it comes from a place of like you have been in a very dark place in the past, and I feel like you had a huge spiritual awakening, a huge transformation, and all the wisdom that you gained in the past, whatever it is, could be wisdom about how to heal anxiety, wisdom how to heal you know, a cold with herbs. So you have some type of wisdom from a dark past, and this wisdom that you have is actually the key. It's interesting, we have a key here. The wisdom that you have from the past is the key for you, both of you, to manifest this bright future together. There is a strong energy of manifesting things together with each other, and I feel like you have a plan, or you are somebody who are very good at organizing, very good at finding solutions. Very, very strong energy here. Now, my loves, my beautiful pile number 3, I want to read out this card. If you already know my other readings, those cards are love cards. They talk about love stories, so I love them. And it says Love's Secret. Let's see. It's almost like it's still a secret to your future spouse that you exist. It's something that I'm feeling here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh God, I already love that. Love's Secret, a vision of love. You see, so I feel like both of you will come together. Both of you have visions of the future, and when you guys come together, I don't know, it's so strong, pile number 3, and I love it. I could bathe in that energy. It's so lovely, because the World card talks about completion. The World card talks about completion, something coming together, a completion here. I keep feeling that they might, like your future spouse has plans for the future, has a vision for the future, but a puzzle piece is missing in their plan or in their vision. Same for you. And you guys will come together, and when you guys come together, the puzzle piece is complete, the vision is complete, the plan is complete, so that you guys can manifest that future together. Okay, it says a vision of love. I can't. Sometimes I can't. I just said, and I didn't read it, I could bathe in your energy. Listen to that. Listen, Linda. Bathing by a fountain under a sacred tree. The sacred trees here, right? So you might really be into nature. As doves flew overhead and the maidens gazed into the magical pools of depths, and as they stared into the beautiful water, flowing and crystal clear, a voice arose from the deep down inside. A vision appeared in the water. And in your reading, I received visions, because pile number 1 and pile number 2, I didn't have any visions. A vision appeared in the water, but it was merely a reflection of the truth they held deep inside their own subconsciousness. The secret of love unfurled before them. You are love. And then it says, give me a second. Okay, it says, write down a secret that you know about love. Let your words flow onto the paper, straight from the depth of your subconscious. Allow love to radiate through your fingers. Once your secret is infused onto paper, manifest in the physical form, hide this treasure away, whether in a wooded grove or a sacred space, for another day to be found when it's most needed. For now, love's secret is safe. So I'm telling you, I felt it already that you do some type of rituals. This could be small rituals or really like big rituals where you have like a whole day of manifesting, or you like to, you know, write things down and burn them. You like to put them into the earth, or you like to talk to spirit, or you like to work with crystals, you like to work with herbs. There's something about you. You have like a whole ritual. You have so much wisdom when it comes to manifesting, and the word manifest also came through here. You know, that a vision is manifesting basically. So it's almost like you help them to manifest their dreams, but their dreams are your dreams and your dreams are their dreams. It's very intense here. And it talks about a reflection. Guys, I really love to do these readings. I hope you tune into the second part, which is about what you will love the most about your future spouse. But it keeps talking about a reflection, right? That somebody looks into the water and sees their own reflection. And look at that energy. Here's the reflection. Here we also have two people reflecting each other. I want to say that this person, your true love, is actually your twin flame. It will feel like twin flame. This person will feel like your best friend. This person, it's almost like your future spouse is the male version of you. Of course, you have similarities and you have things that are different, but it's almost like you guys are best friends and you guys mirror each other. You have the same vision for the future. You have the same values, okay? There's something very, very intense about, it's like you guys are best friends. Before you guys are lovers, you are best friends. You know, you are a best friend and a lover and a wife or a husband. You are everything to this person. And the World card talks about the complete package. So your future spouse will feel like you are the complete package, and they never thought that the complete package exists. They always thought you cannot have everything. But then when you come in, they get everything and they see you as a blessing, okay? Ooh, I love that. Okay, my beautiful pie number 3. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if you liked it. Also subscribe if you're interested in the second part, and I would love to see my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my loves. Hello, my beautiful pie number 4. Let's look at your cards and see what's going on with you guys. So you chose this beautiful image here, and even before I started your reading, before I shuffled your cards, the energy was very intense. We're going to talk about it in a second because I want to tell you about something. So give me a second, guys, just to unpack it. Oh yeah. And I'm very excited because we have the loving gaze here, and I love that card, and it never came out in a reading, so it comes out for you. And we're going to read about it because it's interesting. These cards are love cards, and they have literally a love story written in a book. So you get like a sense of how your love story will be, or how they perceive the love story with you. We're going to dive into that in a second. Give me a second, guys. All right. What will your future spouse love about you the most? What drives them crazy about you? Do you know what I'm feeling here intuitively? I'm feeling an energy that your future spouse will be so in love with you that they sing. You know how when you are happy you start to sing? That's what I'm feeling here with your future spouse. They will probably... Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I feel like they will sing, like you make them sing. You make them sing because they're happy to be in a relationship with you. So when you hear them sing, you know, oh, he or she is singing because she's happy with me. Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about it. So we have an energy here. It says transformation, and it's interesting because the cards look somewhat similar, but they're yet also a little bit different. So we have the transformation card and the loving gaze. I'm picking up an energy that your future spouse feels like you have a very, very seductive way when you look at them. There's something very seductive about you, something very seductive about your eyes, something very seductive about your eyes, about your lips, or just the way that you look at them. When you look at them, you know, it's very, very lovely because this person is sexually attracted, not even looking at your body, but only solely looking at your face. They look at your face and they grow a tree in their crotch, okay? They have a waterfall in their crotch. Which is very lovely. It's like they're not just attracted to your body or, you know, your hips or whatever, or your crotch, but just only your face, or when you give them like a seductive stare, or the way that you look at them makes them feel so sexually drawn to you, which is very, very beautiful. It's not just lust, but it's also they admire your beauty, like your face, the way you look at them. It's very, very lovely. Another thing that I'm picking up here, what your future spouse will love the most about you, we have transformation and we have renewal and rebirth here. And it's interesting because we have birds here as well. You see the birds here, right? And they have a significant role in your reading. I'm gonna get into that in a second, but it says renew and rebirth. And what I'm feeling here is that you went through a transformation. It could be that you were like I'm picking up an energy from like you know, from an ugly goose to a beautiful swan, or there is an energy of, you know what I'm picking up here? I'm feeling here maybe you got bullied in school in the past, or you never were very active when it comes to dating because you felt like you were ugly in the past, or there was something about you felt like you were not attractive enough. There was an energy like in the past, or when you were younger, you felt like you were not attractive enough, but you have, or you are about, you had in the past, or you are about to have your biggest glow up, in a sense where the beauty comes out of you. I'm also picking up an energy here. You know how when you used to think that you are ugly because of certain things, let's say you have like curly hair and everybody had straight hair and you thought that your curly hair is ugly, that this is going to be the most beautiful feature, or that is going to be the most significant feature when it comes to your outer appearance, which is what your future spouse will love the most about you. Something that you maybe have been insecure about, or there's something about you that you used to be like an ugly goose that turns into a swan, or that's how you perceived yourself, like that you are not the beauty standard, or that you don't look like other people, or that you have a very unique beauty, that like you don't look like other people, you don't have the perfect jawline, you know, or you don't have the perfect lips, but at the same time it also makes your beauty extremely unique. You know how models have like a huge teeth gap? Do you say tooth gap, teeth gap? And it would be considered as ugly, but then at the same time it's also what is their trademark when it comes to modeling or the model business. Or somebody has like freckles and you got bullied for freckles when you were younger, and now it's like the most beautiful features and everybody compliments you on your freckles. Or you have like certain pigmentation, you know, those models who have like a different skin colors, like a pigmentation, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know how you call that. I really don't know. You know what I mean though. And they got bullied for that, and then all of a sudden, like, that's why they become multi-millionaire models. That's the type of vibe that I'm picking up. Is something about you, you have a very specific, unique feature that you maybe didn't like in the past, and now it's popular, or now you've grown to love it, or you've grown to kind of like enhance your beauty in a different way. Maybe purple lipstick looks extremely good on you. When other people wear it, it doesn't look good, but on you it looks extremely beautiful because you have a very unique face. I hope you get what I'm saying. Another thing that I'm picking up here is, guys, I'm also picking up here, since you didn't perceive yourself as beautiful or as popular, or as like, you know, you were not how do you call that? approached. You were not approached a lot, let's say, in the past. I'm picking up an energy here that also made you very humble. There's an energy your future spouse loves how humble you are. You are extremely beautiful, and you could be cocky. They perceive you as extremely beautiful, as extremely seductive, but at the same time you're so humble with your beauty. It's almost like you don't even see your own beauty, and they love that about you because it doesn't make you cocky. You don't look at your reflection all the time or into the mirror all the time, and it's not like you are cocky thinking that you are better than other people because you look better, because you grew up differently. It's those type of people that are late bloomers, that get their beauty in there a little bit later, like in teenage years, you know, or even like in your early 20s, you were still blossoming and blooming, but your beauty didn't come out fully because there's an energy of like, we also have to, or we also can enhance our unique beauty by different things that totally changes the whole look of what we look like, right? So I'm picking up an energy that they love how beautiful you are, yet you are very humble and not cocky. You don't think that you are better than other people, and they truly love that about you. It makes you even more beautiful that you don't know how beautiful you are, or that you are so humble. They truly adore and love that about you. We also have here house and building. I actually want to get a clarification card here for this card. It could be that you guys have the same culture. So you guys it could be that your future spouse comes from your home country. I keep feeling like a home country. Could be that they come from your the same home country, so you guys have the same culture. They will love that. They always wanted to have somebody from their country. Another thing that I'm picking up here is for some of you guys, you are also artists. I keep feeling that you are an artist, that you do some type of art, some type of like, maybe like let's say that you design clothing, or that you are in the process of having your own brand, designing clothing, or you design jewelry, or you do something artistic, music, something artistic. Something that you are working on, something artistic. They truly love that about you. But I actually want to get some clarification cards here to see what else this is about. Definitely something like artistic. There could also be an energy, again, I feel like you guys come from the same country. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is climbing the corporate ladder. So there might be an energy where you are very career driven, very career focused, and you are very successful in your business, or the business that you are building is going to be very successful, and they really like adore and admire that about you, that you are. I'm also feeling an energy that you're not afraid. The interesting thing is we have here rebirth and renewal, which also includes something dying, okay? And the transformation as well. So I'm also feeling an energy here for some of you guys. This is very specific, that you might have, you had a career and you felt like this career is not in alignment with you anymore. The career that you had didn't suit you anymore, and you pursue another career. So you build something up from the ground. You start from zero. You start from zero in a new career, and this also means that you maybe have two titles, or you used to be like you used to have like a very specific job, and then you change to a completely different job, and they really like admire that about you. They find it fascinating that you changed your life like that. I'm also feeling like how do you say it, a 360 turnaround, like a change, that you completely changed your life. I don't know what that would be about. Could also be that you completely changed your life by moving to a different country, and in this different country you meet your true love and your future spouse, and they will love that you completely like changed your life, changed your surroundings, you know, that you decided to relocate or something along those lines. They would truly love that about you. If you are currently working on building something for yourself, okay, if you're currently working on building something for yourself, building a business, building a career, building a side hustle, building something, okay, also artistic, they find that very interesting, you know. They see that you are somebody that is going to accomplish a lot of things because you have a very intense energy to you, I want to say. Okay, what is the house and building card about for my pile number 4? What will pile number 4's future spouse love about pile number 4? Okay, yeah. Let me see what's going. Ooh, Give me 1 second. I'm seeing something here. Linda, what are you doing here? What is the house and building card? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's talk about it. Your future spouse will love about you that you made a huge change in your life. I don't know what this change is about. We have the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles usually talks about some type of difficulty, financial difficulty, even poverty, or feeling like you don't have enough money for anything, or you were really like from rags to riches, basically. This is like rags, you know, and then we have riches here. There's something about you. I feel like you're going to manifest some type of financial success here, some type of very intense financial success. There's a huge change. They love about you. There could be an energy that you guys will together decide to make a huge change. You know, when it comes to money, investing into something together, building something together, building a restaurant together, building a hotel together, building, investing into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, stock market, okay? This could be that you are already in this type of energy, you're already interested in those topics and they will love that about you. Or when you guys come together, this energy will start to become something very important in your relationship, because you guys are manifesting financial freedom, financial stability, from rags to riches, from financial difficulty to financial stability, having more than enough, right? Having more than enough, having everything that you need. Also, again, financial freedom here is something that I'm seeing here. You might be already in the process of manifesting that, or your future spouse feels like you are the perfect woman, the perfect man to build financial freedom together, is something that I'm picking up here. Okay, now let's look at the other cards. So we have here lighten up, push through any insecurities, see the bigger picture and go deeper. The lighten up card, I'm picking up this energy that your future spouse just feels like that you lighten up their day. You know, like when people say like, you really made my day beautiful, you lighten up my day. There's something about you, like whenever they have like a bad day or something, they just feel like you bring... You sometimes have like a very light energy to you, to the point where they stop to worry about things. There's something about you that you calm their mind at the same time as you kind of like you lighten up. I'm also picking up an energy like lighten up the future. I don't know why I feel that. It's almost like lighten up the future. It's almost like I feel here, you know how when two people want to build something, and you know, when you are by yourself, you are more insecure than if you have somebody with you, doing it with you. So your future spouse will feel like you are the perfect person to build something together, to build a future that is, you know, financially like very, very beautiful, in a sense where you guys will have financial freedom because you are risking something. I'm feeling an energy of like risking something. And it's like it's almost like you take this person's insecurities away. It's like, you know, when we do something as a team, we are more likely to succeed because we can help each other with with the insecurities of each other. So that's the type of vibe that I'm picking up here. It's almost like your future spouse sees you as the perfect team player or the perfect partner to build something together. I strongly feel that we also have pushed through any insecurity. So your future spouse really, really loves about you that I feel like they really, really like about you that you might be insecure about things, but that does not stop you from pursuing them. It's almost like when you have an insecurity, you are aware of that insecurity, and you are also aware that you have to do something about your insecurity in order to manifest this huge financial freedom here. Also, a disclaimer, I think I forgot to say that in pile number 3. Anyway, I don't even know if I said it in the intro. Sometimes I tap into the best version of yourself, because depending on when you will meet your future spouse, you might have developed characteristics that are still sleeping inside of you. So sometimes I say things, you feel like, oh, that would be the best version of myself, but I'm not there yet. When you meet your future spouse, this energy that you feel like you want to be this type of person, but you are not there yet. You are currently on a journey to manifest and become the best version of yourself. So I might pick up characteristics that you will have in the future, because they're already sleeping inside of you and they're just like bubbling up and developing, okay? Just to give a little side note. So again, pushing through any insecurities. This person sees that you really work on becoming the best version of yourself. They also see that if you have any insecurities, you're like, okay, I have stage fright. You're not the type of person to say, I have stage fright, I'm not going to do it. You're the type of person that says, I have stage fright, what am I going to do about it, because I want this job. You know, that's the type of vibe, and they really, really love that. Now, we also have see the bigger picture and go deeper. So what I'm feeling here is your future spouse absolutely loves about you that you see things, you see things with different eyes. If we look at this card again, there's something about here, her eyes, as well as here. You see things with different eyes, the way you look at things. You know, when you have a conversation and you ask somebody, what do you think about this painting? And people will say like basic, mundane things like, oh, it's beautiful, it reminds me of let's say it reminds me of a sunset, you know, it reminds me of, you know, Bali or something like that. And when you stand in front of that painting, you will probably say, I'm seeing a womb, I'm seeing a little baby, I'm seeing an orange, and nobody could see what you see. Like when you look at things, you see things that other people do not see. When you look at paintings, when you look at situations, because that's why I was like picking up that it's almost like that you lighten up the future for this person, for your future spouse, but it comes from a place of like, I feel like you have wisdom. There's an energy that you have wisdom that is important for the future, for the both of you. I don't know what exactly this is about. This could be some knowledge that you have from your past that is going to be very important. There again, there's something, because transformation means we went through something really rough, and when the byproduct, or maybe the main product of going through something really, really rough, is the wisdom that we have. And usually the universe lets us go through very, very harsh things so that we learn extremely valuable lessons, and that wisdom that we have in those dark times will also be the wisdom that will manifest our bright future. That's something that I'm feeling here. Again, when you look at a painting, when you look at something, when you hear a song, you can read between the lines, you hear and see things differently. Your perspective on life, your perspective on things, your perspective and your outlook on the future is very, very different, very, very unique, and they love that about you. The Go Deeper card is like you really, really go deep into, like, maybe you're into or interested in psychology, maybe you're interested in body language, you know, you don't just like go into the world and see things as they are, but you look behind what you see, and therefore you see more than other people. That's very lovely. I love that energy. They just love your outlook on life, and every time you have a discussion with each other, you bring a viewpoint to the conversation that is very unique, very eye-opening, and you make people think. I feel like you make people think by the way that you speak and the outlook that you have on life. Again, it's very unique, and you see things. The painting, the example that I was picking up here, a painting, you see something completely different than other people, and you go deeper and deeper and deeper into the meaning of this painting, when other people are already walking to the next painting and you're still there, and you see a whole story behind the painting. Very, very intense, very, very lovely is something that I'm feeling here, and your future spouse will love that about you. I also feel like you live life on a deeper level. Everything with you is intense. You also might be very emotional, but it comes from a place of living life very intensely. Like you like to live life intense, or your life has always been like that. You go through very intense, rough, dark times, and you also go through very intense high times. Like you go from being broke, or being depressed, to becoming a healer, like you found the solution to heal anxiety, or you found the solution to manifest like thousands of dollars, euros. You know, that very intense. You are very intense. I feel like your life path is very intense. You go from very, very dark to very, very bright. The phoenix, right? The phoenix dies, goes into ashes, where you would think life is over. Maybe you also went through something like that, almost like a near-death experience or an intense spiritual awakening where you thought you're dying or your personality is dying, but then a new personality is rising. Ooh, look at that energy here. Very intense. You are very intense. Everything about you is intense. Everything. If you read poetry, this poetry will pierce people's soul in a good way, okay? Could also be like it triggers emotions, but wow, guys, you are very, very deep, and your future spouse will love that about you. Now, let's talk about it. We have the self card here. It says, if you're beating yourself, if beating yourself up worked, you would be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. So there might, because we have been talking about rags to riches, and I didn't even read the card, so there might be an energy that you're manifesting becoming rich or becoming wealthy, or something that you and your future spouse will manifest together. I feel like you are there's something about you, from rags to riches, from, you know, very, very unhealthy to extremely healthy. Huge transformation with you guys, from very, very dark times to the best, most beautiful future people could not even dream of. But you also went through really, really rough times where you thought, my life is ending, like my life is done here. And then it's almost like, you know how you say cats have 9 lives? That's what I'm feeling here. I feel like you went through really, really rough stages in life where you thought like, my life is over, there's no hope, it's doom gloom. And then it's like you rise again, and then there's like some type of blessing coming to you, or that's the energy that is surrounding you right now. The interesting thing is, I want to talk about something, because this card reminded me of a poem. And then this card came out, and then I was like, yep, I have to tell pie number 4 about the poem. It's a poem by Paulo Coelho. He's my favorite author. He's a Brazilian author, and there's a poem. I don't know which book it is, but if you type poem, the bird in a cage and Paulo Coelho, I think you will find the poem. The poem talks about how a woman falls in love with a bird because the bird is beautiful. She admires the bird for how free the bird is, right? How free the bird is. So there's an energy that your future spouse will admire how free you are, or there's something about you that no matter what happens in life, you always keep your freedom. You don't let anything or anyone stop you. There's something about you, your soul will always stay free no matter the circumstances, and they will like adore how free you are. Another thing that I'm picking up here is, so the poem is about, so the lady adores the bird. The lady adores the bird. She loves the bird for how free the bird is. She loves the bird for its feathers. The bird is very beautiful, and they become best friends, she and the bird. But then she gets possessive, and she wants to cage the bird, so the bird will not fly away and fly to someone else. And then when she starts to cage the bird, she starts to lose interest, because the bird starts to become depressed. The bird starts to become like, the colors fade and the feathers fall out because the bird is sad, and she loses the interest in the bird, because the bird is no longer free, no longer interesting to her. It's actually a very, very sad poem, but you might want to check it out. You might really enjoy it. I cried when I read it. I'm a crybaby. Anyway, so what I'm feeling here is that your future spouse will feel like they can be free with you. You guys are in a committed relationship. You guys are faithful to each other, but they also feel like they can still go out and party. They can still go on a solo trip for 2 or 3 days. They can still go out with their friends. So it's almost like a relationship that is extremely committed, but at the same time also very free. You let this person walk freely through life, and they also let you walk freely. They want you to stay this free bird. They don't want to cage you and give you any rules and tell you you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, because they love to see you happy and they love to see you free. But this is also the energy that you reflect back to your future spouse. You trust your future spouse when he says he's going out for a drink, or he's going out on a solo trip with his friends, that you trust your future spouse, and they love that you guys trust each other so much and that both of you feel free. This connection, this commitment is so strong, yet it is so free, where you guys can still have time for yourself, you can still do your own things, you can still be free and go on a solo trip or whatever. Your future spouse loves how free they feel with you, yet they feel so committed to you, you know, when in other relationships, because I feel like that's why it is on the table, because I feel like in other relationships there might have been jealousy and possessiveness involved, and they felt caged. So your future spouse felt caged in other relationships, but when they meet you, they feel like relationships can be healthy, relationships can be committed, yet also feel free. Something that I'm picking up here. Another thing that I'm seeing here, possibility. Isn't it interesting? Because we talked about when you look at a painting, you see all kinds of things. And I'm also feeling here that your future spouse loves your outlook on life in a sense where you see possibilities everywhere. It's interesting because I'm reading a book. The book is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Maybe you guys know that book. Maybe you're interested in that, especially when you are in the midst of wanting to become rich, or if you want to become rich, or if you want to manifest like huge amounts of money, if you want to become wealthy or have your own business. I would highly recommend for you to read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But in the book, the rich dad teaches, and we have the word rich here as well. I don't know what it is about, but the rich dad teaches in the book that you start to attract money when you see possibilities. Because some people feel like there's no way I can make more money, I don't know how. You, pile number 4, you see possibilities everywhere. You see possibilities everywhere to make money. You see possibilities everywhere to make something beautiful out of the situation. You know, kind of like when you when somebody puts like ingredients on a table, another person would say, there's no way I can make a meal out of that. You, pile number 4, you will be the one that makes a meal out of 2 ingredients, okay? That's the type of vibe that I'm picking up here, and they love that about you. Because of you, they see life differently. You change the way that they look at the world, and you also make them understand how many possibilities there are. I also feel like you might connect them to, let's say, maybe like when you believe in like aliens, or that there's life out there, or that spirit guides are real. You might introduce, or you might help your future spouse to really connect to that energy of like future spouse. Maybe you also help them to open their third eye and see visions, depending on how strongly you are a psychic. There's also that type of energy that you will kind of like introduce this person to a different world, because you know what I'm feeling here is, I feel like you know, when people go through a near-death experience, the way that they look at life is completely different. That's what I'm feeling here. You went through something that totally changed your outlook on life, and now you see things from a totally different perspective. There's something about your past that happened, and you introduce a different world to your future spouse that they will absolutely love. It's a different world here. It's a world full of possibilities to become rich. It's a world full of like spirit guides and the universe speaking. There might also be an energy that there's very, very strong synchronicities and very, very strong signs, to the point where your future spouse really, really feels like, okay, there's something going on here. I really feel like God is talking. I feel like the universe is talking, you know. They might already be interested in that topic. For some of you, for others of you, it's a completely new world, and you will introduce them to that world and they will love it, you know. We also have here sovereign. It says you are the queen of your life. Treat yourself like royalty. So the interesting thing is, what I'm feeling here is your future spouse. It's so beautiful, because if your future spouse would describe you or say kind words about you, they would say you are my queen or you are my king. You are my queen, you are my king. It's something that I'm feeling here. And again, I feel like there is something, honey, there's something about you getting out of a situation that made you feel stuck, and all of a sudden there's so much abundance in your life. I feel like you're manifesting abundance into your life. You're manifesting a life that people dream of very, very strongly. I'm seeing it very, very strongly. Again, it doesn't come from an easy past, quite the opposite. You went through some stuff here. Okay, let's see. What is your future spouse going to love about you the most? Pile number 4. I'm hearing a dream is a wish your heart makes. What is your future spouse going to love about you? Let's see. I feel like you're not afraid of competition, or there could be an energy that you are, you get, let's say, some people like to see competition because they get inspired by it. So I'm picking up an energy that you get inspired by other people's success, or you might have like a, let's say, I'm feeling an energy here of that you might listen to podcasts, or you might listen to music that is very uplifting, or an energy of like, how do you call that? Motivational speaker. You listen to motivational streams, motivational streams, podcasts, books, something along those lines. They love that about you. Let's see. 9 of Swords. What is your future spouse going to love about you? What is your future spouse going to... Give me a second, guys. What is your future spouse going to love about you? As if I didn't know that already. I love it. Just a few more cards from those, and then we're going to talk about it. What are they going to love the most about you? Pile number 4. What are they going to love the most about you? Pile number 4. They love your ambition. They love your motivation here. What are they going to love the most about you? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's talk about it. So I'm picking up an energy here that you are... I feel like I want to say that you somewhat became fearless. I feel like you went through so much in life that you have this attitude of like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. What would happen to me? It's almost like you went through stuff in the past where you lost your fear because you had to face a lot of fears in your past. And because of that, you are no longer afraid. I'm feeling an energy here that if you have a dream, if you have a plan, you know obstacles will be there, but you have such a strong determination, so much motivation to overcome those obstacles that you overcome them. It's like your attitude behind it makes the difference. When people say, you know, let's say you want to become you know, a content creator on YouTube, and people would stop and say, there's a huge obstacle, I don't know how to edit videos. You would be the type of person, you would sit down and learn how to edit videos, because the most important thing to you is, I'm feeling an energy here that it's kind of similar to pile number 1, but the most important thing to you is freedom. And I feel like you also want, I feel like you dream of a happy home or a happy life or a happy family. Could also be that you're dreaming of relocating or living in a different country or living in a bigger house. Even you might even dream about luxury or dreaming about becoming rich, and your desire to have the most beautiful life is so intense that you are not afraid to face obstacles, and you're also not afraid of competition here as well. So you don't let competition stop you when, you know, sometimes people say like, other people already do that, I can never do that. You're the type of person, well, doesn't matter if other people do it, I do it differently. You know, we also have the Nine of Swords here, the Five of Cups, which are somewhat negative cards in tarot. But what I'm picking up here is what they're going to love about you the most is, again, you are, how can I explain that? You went through some stuff, okay? And you gained so much wisdom in the past that you easily, not easily, but it's easier for you to overcome obstacles. It's easier for you to overcome insecurities, because I feel like you know how to work with your shadow. I feel like you know how to work with darker energies, because the card is somewhat darker. It looks a little bit gloomy, yet the birds are happy and free. Right? So I'm feeling here that your future spouse will love about you that you know how to work with shadow, in a sense where you're not afraid to look at the obstacles that might be ahead of you because of your dreams. You're not afraid to work on yourself, to work on, almost like to work on your weakness, like, you know, oh, that is my weakness, I have to work on that. You know, when other people would, it's almost like you have the growth mindset, in a sense where some people would say, I'm not good at that. You would be the type of person, you say, I'm not good at that yet, right? So you put in effort, you put in work, and you become good at it. You become successful. Like, you have this huge potential to become successful, and your future spouse loves that, because you didn't have an easy past. Things didn't just fall into your lap, right? They just feel like you are extremely smart when it comes to possibilities, making money, becoming rich. You might have a lot of knowledge, or you are in the midst of you know, collecting a lot of knowledge about it. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles here. What is the Ten of Pentacles about? It's a strong commitment as well as financial stability. So I'm feeling here there's an energy here that you know how to become rich, you know how to become wealthy, you know how to become self-employed, or this is an energy that you will go through. I feel like you will work through your insecurities. You work through your insecurities, you work through, let's say, maybe your depression, or you work through your ups and downs, and you work with that energy. You don't let fear stop you. You don't let sadness stop you. You don't let insecurity stop you. You will find a way. It's almost like you are, how do you say that, not an escape artist, almost like a survivor, I want to say. You always find a way to survive difficult situations, and that is also the reason why you will find a way. You know, when other people don't see a way, don't see a possibility, you see it, you find it, you find the possibility that nobody can see. And for that reason, your outcome is different. Your life is different. When other people complain about not having enough money, you're like, let me see how I can have more money so I can financially support my family, my future spouse's family, my children, all of that. So they love that about you like crazy. Another thing that I'm seeing here is there's definitely, you went through some type of change here. You see, from completely sad to feeling ecstatic. I keep feeling this energy. I keep feeling like you went through something really, really dark, and the wheel is turning, but it gives you so much depth. It gives you so much character. There's so much character behind that, you know, which is also the reason of like being humble, but at the same time also knowing your power, but also not being cocky. It's just a very, very beautiful mix that your future spouse will absolutely love and adore. They also feel like it almost feels like your future spouse will feel like they can be successful with you. The Chariot is about like they can already see, maybe that's the reason why we had lighten up here. They can already see that you will be successful, or they can already see that when you guys come together and work on something together, that you guys will become successful together. The bank account will look really, really good, you know. There's no need for us to, we need money, okay? We need money in this world. I mean, some people live off grid without money, but you know, depending on what kind of desire you have, it is okay to desire financial freedom. because we actually don't want the money, we just want the freedom that comes with money. So that's actually the whole point of like financial freedom. It's not really the money, we just don't want to live a life where we have a job that we don't like, right? And we make money that doesn't, you know, that is not enough. So they feel like you will be successful, and they want to be like, if you want to go and take a ride with me, na, 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 na. I don't know, it just came through. So they want to be on this roller coaster of life with you. They want to take a ride with you. I also feel like they're very interested in how your story will unfold. I don't know why exactly. There is something about like they just wanna go through life with you, because they see your strength, they see that you will be successful. They just love your motivation, they love your determination, they love your character, and they love that how you work through difficulties. They just find it very fascinating and very admirable. They really, really love that. I'm also picking up an energy here that they will love that you, there's an energy that, yes, you open doors. Now that I look at it, again, you open doors. There's an energy that you open doors, in a sense, like metaphorically. You know, when other people don't see a possibility, you will find a way to get the key to the door, and they love that about you. Another thing that I'm feeling here is that I also feel like they like to be seduced by you. Listen guys, look at that. This looks like somebody's being seduced by the other person. They love to be seduced by you. They love it when you kiss their neck, and they love it when you are in a seductive energy and you just want to seduce them. They just enjoy your every touch, your every kiss. Every time you touch them, every time you kiss them, and you seduce them, they absolutely adore that. And really, like, I keep feeling this energy that they just like, you know. Oh, you might also be really good at giving head. I'm sorry, but it just came through. And I'm also feeling here an energy where I just feel like an energy where, again, you don't let any difficulties, you don't let those difficulties stop you. Another thing that I'm also picking up here is, guys, that you also might be somebody, hold on, I'm actually looking for the card here. Oh, I want to read this one card out that says loving gaze. I'm also feeling here, guys, that your future spouse just feels like they can tell that you only have eyes for them. They just love how much you love them. It's very interesting. They just feel like you could be, let's say you could be approached by other people, and your future spouse sees like, okay, let's say you guys are walking down the streets and other men, other women are looking at you. You do not even notice that other people look at you, but your future spouse, your true love, notices it and sees that you don't even notice it, because you have only eyes for your future spouse. Do you know what I mean? It sounds a little bit like, what the heck are you talking about? But it's like you guys walk down the street. You do not notice that people look at you because you are a seductress, okay? You seduce people. Something about you. Your lips, your eyes, the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you dress, it doesn't matter. There's something extremely seductive about you. And people look at you. But you only have eyes for your future spouse, and they love that. Every time they look at you, they see the love that you have for them, and it makes them feel very, very secure that you don't look at other people. I mean, it's not like, again, this is about freedom. They trust you. They trust you, you trust each other, but I'm feeling this energy here that they are outside with you and you don't notice that other people look at you because you don't give a fuck about it, and they're like, wow, she's really, or pie number 4 really loves me. She didn't even notice that like a beautiful man looked at her, or that a beautiful woman looked at him. You know, she didn't even look in that direction. That's very sweet. Okay, now, last but not least, I want to read out this card here. So give me a second, guys. Okay, so the loving gaze. The eyes shine with radiant love. Oh, the way her eyes radiate. The sound of flutes and music fills the air. So much energy can come from a seductive stare. A playful glare, eyes full of passion and joy. She fixes her loving gaze to express her story. You see, you have a story, I knew it. The eyes are the gateway to the soul, and we have the gateway here, right? The door opening. And through them, she allows her inner being to pour forth. What do you see? Oh, God, I love it. So beautiful. Actually, I'm actually kind of hooked to that story. It sounds so beautiful. So that's how your future spouse will feel about you. Okay, my beautiful pile number 4, I hope you like this reading. Let me know then if you liked it, if you resonate with it. Also, if you like this reading, I would love to welcome you to the next reading where we're going to look at what you will love about your future spouse. This will be like pile number 2, part number 2. So yeah, I would love for you to tune into that, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye.